Style over substance. Attitude is everything. Live on the edge. These are the only 3 rules that guide our future. A future inspired by the work of Hosan Gonzalez, bound by Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk law. A dark future cast in a neon glow, where corporations through nuclear fire have destroyed the known world, save for a few mega metropolises. The tales you are about to witness are built around the heart of one such city. Robo City 16, where the machine rules through a mechanized iron fist. The promise of prosperity through logic and sedation has stagnated the progress of the people. However, what the logic of the machine will never conclude, but the will of a few may, is it's time for change. It's time to rage. For good or ill, the chosen few are those you witness before me. Let's meet the members of the now notorious Mortal Code.
I am Enzer, and I play Tink, a crazy old guy who is the newest member of the Mortal Code. I am a techie, so that means I fix meat. Oh, and metal. And I like to think I'm the good one in this story, this bunch.
Actually, yeah, you are. I can't even deny it.
That's me.
I'm Luna, and I play Netra, a netrunner/streamer who is a member of the Mortal Code. I wear a headset that's outfitted with cameras that allows me to hack into tech as well as stream an encrypted POV video to the deep stream, which in reality is the stream that you are watching right now. And you as a viewer can interact with our game tonight by typing your ideas in the chat. So for example, if we come to a forked hallway and you think we should go left, or maybe you think we should murder an NPC, you can simply put it in the chat, and I will either roleplay it or relay it to the group, so we can play it out.
Good evening, everybody. I am Remy the Ever-Living. I play Astrea, Magnetar, Nomad Extraordinaire. I basically can drive almost anything, except for, I guess, jets that hang in museums. But yeah, almost anything, like I said. I was in mourning. I said a farewell to my family, so now things just started to pop off, I guess. So let's, yeah.
All right, before we get back into the story, just a few announcements to make. We'll be announcing another giveaway next week, another official merch swag from CD Projekt Red. And just to also reiterate, if you are a fan or you've picked up the Cyberpunk game and you're still making your way through it, and you've made maybe a New Year's resolution to get more fit or healthy, I have created a fitness routine that you can play while playing Cyberpunk. Just go onto our SASAPUNKS YouTube page or go onto my Instagram, Magnus Beasticus, and you'll be able to find the Cyberpunk workout there. Also, I'm wearing a virtual reality headset because many, if not most, of the denizens of Robo City 16 wear or outfitted with VR headsets in some degree or capacity. As the machine works to oppress the people naturally escape from the oppression by any means, usually drugs and virtual reality. It also helps me DM. I've got a HUD, a DMing HUD in front of me of a few different panels. I've got the stream over here, my primary notes in front of me, rolling and tertiary notes and tools to my right, and I can also see through mostly to my players. So it's pretty dope.
Nothing.
Okay.
I've been able to get away with so much more this game than other D&D games.
I just hear okay, so the bad thing is the panels sort of obscure the faces of the players, so I just hear whispers. And I know people are up to no good. Winzerg. Wow. Hey, Enzer, you got somebody who's got a name sort of? Anyway, also,
Win.
we are joined by the illustrious, the magnificent, the magnanimous losers. We are joined by losers. And that's Luna and Enzer. Together, they make Loser, L-U-Z-E-R. And they are the hosts of the Loser Club. A Tuesday and Wednesday stream from 5 to 10 Pacific Standard Time. And they are mainly doing Red Dead right now, but they've mastered it like none other. They're crazy, entertaining, wacky, and they cosplay. Heavy RPers. Oh, wow, yeah, this song is appropriately epic for your Loser introduction. So go ahead and join them at the Loser Club on Twitch and Facebook. So, without further ado, is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
No.
Sick. When last we left the punks of the Mortal Code, they had been invaded by a program of the machine's making, while forcibly submitted to a programmed simulation of the world's end. The entirety of New Samarkand's defense network and support systems were shut down. The Shepherd, New Samarkand's AI construct, is now under the control of Kennedy IV and the forces of the Ministry of Justice, now occupying the vulnerable, mobile mega city. The Mortal Code woke up in a New Samarkand jail cell after Kennedy's invasion had already taken place. As there were no guards and no power to the city, the setup for their escape was ideal. Why the Ministry of Justice had yet to find the code is unclear, and may only be a matter of luck. We pick up now, with the Mortal Code and Adalon re-gearing themselves for a trek through the robo-infested metropolis. Their goal? Regain control of the Shepherd and turn the city's defenses back on. Then get Edena back to Robo City 16. So, just to sort of re-describe the scene, the area that you are at, you just outfitted yourself. You put back on all of your equipment, all of your tech. They have the batteries that were there before, capable of powering most of your equipment. However, you do notice that pretty much the power grid for the city is down. So, Netra, what this means for you is when you sort of pulse out to identify electric signals to hack into, there is little to no reception. It feels empty, and I would even say that part of you has rarely experienced this before, where you're inside of a city, a civilization, and you don't have... It's like losing a limb in some way. You guys entered into a very dusty city. It was clear that the outside atmosphere had entered into New Samarkand, and it looks like the climatization or climatizing functions of New Samarkand have stopped. So there is this, I like to call it the Blade Runner 2049 orange hue to everything. As you look down the streets of the metropolis of New Samarkand, you can only see vague silhouettes of darkened buildings, and you saw through the very narrow space of the darkened buildings on the opposite end of New Samarkand that the Capitol building, the Leopard's Cradle, has been consumed. There is the Wings of Liberty, the statue from Robo City 16 that seems to be anchored in and leaning over from the outside of New Samarkand to clutch the mobile city itself. You are behind the gated walls of the sort of circular tower that you had escaped. There were no Dain guards. And when you even sort of think about the Dain and where they are, you do notice, this is something that I forgot to mention last session, you do notice some bodies where you are, armored figures. Some are completely bisected, all of them taking the shape of the Dain. You notice that there are no citizens that have been slain in your immediate view, which is, again, still sort of behind these gates of this miniature fortress that you just escaped from. And you hear playing on the drone that you spotted on the other side of the gate with the foot soldiers underneath or traveling alongside the drone, it is pumping out a verbal message from a familiar voice. But I say familiar voice, but I'm going to do a completely different voice because Kennedy, which is the voice that you recognize, I realize I literally cannot convey like a serious or any kind of emotion while doing Friends of New Samarkand. So I'm just going to do a different voice, my own voice. But you know, it's still Kennedy. And you hear this a playback every minute or so. Friends of New Samarkand, Robo City 16 comes here bearing no ill will. We did because you're harboring terrorists. This is only a taste of the destruction they will bring, or they bring with them. So until you bring them to us, it is our duty as friends to continue to show you the destruction they bring to you. You hear an explosion far off into the distance. And this is periodical. You will every now and then hear a hail of bullets, explosions. It seems quiet in your immediate vicinity, but you can tell that there's still pockets of resistance throughout Robo City 16. And now, what would you guys like to do?
Can you remind us also where we are within the city?
I would say at that thought, give me a perception. Give me one of them checks to see stuff.
Well, yeah, see what's outside this tower. Where this tower?
And you can either both roll. You can either both roll, or you can roll at advantage if you're helping Estrella.
I mean, helping look outside of the tower. Just look at.
I can help.
Actually, I think I'm probably better at this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's intelligence plus perception plus 1d10.
I rolled a 16. What'd you roll, Remy?
I didn't roll.
Oh, I'm doing this at advantage?
I mean, sure, if you want to, I guess. I mean, I don't really think anybody need to help you look outside. I'm just like, oh, yeah, there's trees.
16. That's all I got.
So to explain your situation a little bit more, remember there's a separation between the metropolis, the city portion with the circular cylindrical towers with the onion dome tops like Aladdin. You're in pretty much the dead center of that area. What you're looking down is a main thoroughfare where buildings are weaving in and out. The thoroughfare even sort of weaves back and forth, and you are looking through a sliver of buildings where you can see the Leopard's Cradle, the Capitol building at the farthest end from you. You can, with a 16, I would say that it's clear that you're about halfway through the city, and by your guess, it may take could be anywhere from 1.5 to 3 hours on foot to get to the cradle.
Whoa. With a 16, do I see like alleyways, or is there only the main thoroughfare?
For right now, all you can see is the gate in front of you with it looks like on top of the gate there are what seem to be the sci-fi equivalent of barbed wire, except they seem to have been ran off of energy or electricity in some sort. And so you just see these almost like these metallic small little stands periodically on the top of the wall that are powered down. So you can't really assess the streets right now. You just see a little bit an elevated perspective of the buildings, but you don't see what's really going on the streets. As I said, you saw the drone passing overhead and the red and blue lights sort of shifting back and forth with the spotlight that it's using to seek whoever out. But you didn't see the foot soldiers, which are on the ground.
I think the last thing I would like to try and know whether or not I could see is, I don't know, like a grate on the ground to the, what was that area called? The gears. So it's below deck. It's like the lower level of this mobile city.
Yeah, so you don't see anything in your, as I said, the best that you can see on the ground is inside of the courtyard. There's no grates, there's no, imagine that this is a, this houses criminals. So they're not going to provide many means of easy access to any other portion of the city. So you'd have to leave, you'd have to go into the dangers of the streets being patrolled by the Polizei forces, otherwise known as the Ministry of Justice. Or find a way to sort of elevate yourself to get a better view of what's on the other side of the wall. But you do run the risk of being spotted. Edena's the only one with a powered solar wing right now, so she's levitating with it wrapped around her. Even Adalon's solar wings are unpowered at the moment.
Okay.
My headset is basically useless. We can use those clock pieces at any time.
The only ping that you did get was from the drones and the Polizei forces on the other side. So it's like the functions of the city are powered down for the very most part, but the forces of Robo City 16, the Ministry of Justice, they still have their core functionality.
It's that one on to take down some of the forces. I need to get through an alleyway or a street.
Actually, Netra, give me a intelligence plus interface. Plus 1d10.
Wow.
Whereas they respond for your ping to identify different electrical pulses and signals around you, as you try and dig in further to understand what this drone's defenses are, you notice that it's harder to pierce through. You know that it's there, but it seems to be much harder to actually access. You notice that the drone is actually outputting a field, almost like a dampening field, for any incurring frequencies that are not owned by the Ministry of Justice. Which you think may be, they're hunting you guys, that much is clear. They may be prepared to encounter you.
EMP blasters might not work on them.
But they have very little experience with Tink, so he's a wild card.
I got something that might work. I'm gonna
And Adalon, actually.
start working on an IED, making one out of the common household products that I got.
From that more than willing shopkeeper.
Yeah, he's just
Who didn't ask any questions.
you're just opening up random drawers. You guys were paying a lot of money. He's like, not. Why stop the momentum here? Yeah. So go ahead and give me a tech plus basic tech.
How much does the flare gun had? You said the flare gun had ammo, but you never said how much ammo it has in it. You just said lots. That's it. And I was like, what, does that mean 8 or 5 or what?
6.
6, I guess.
Yeah.
I should have.
But didn't you
I used
use
4.
4? Yeah.
So I have 2 left.
Okay.
I got 20.
And yeah, you can program the flare gun to literally throw up any signal you want. A 21?
20.
20. Okay. I would say that for every, just so you know going forward, and this is an ability for you to use your luck, every 6 points means you can add a d6. So right now your explosive, actually no, that seems unfair as for an IED. Actually no, yeah, that seems about right, because the radius will be 30 feet, but the damage will be 3d6.
Okay. 2d6. Okie dokie.
Okay, so Adalon goes, Tank, you thinking what I'm thinking? Go to the gears. I don't know how much they've taken over that space, but if New Samarkand stopped moving, then they've halted all of the gear workers down there. They have to have a presence down there that we need to be aware of. I know most of the in and outs, but we're going to have to check on a few different access points to the underground. There's guaranteed to be forces in between us and those access points.
Well, I would sure as hell feel way more comfortable down there than up here. So, take us there.
Isn't that where the car is, too? Maybe we should just get in our car and go. After we blast the gears.
Adalon just looks at you. And he's not judging you. He looks at you with a sad set of eyes. And he
You
says,
just flip over. Your sad set.
if all I ask is that you help me get close to the shepherd. You help me get close to the leopard's cradle, and then you can leave. I can point you exactly where we left your car. But I can't leave this city, and you have no obligation to help.
Well, hold on now. We said that we'd get you to the shepherd. Right, Netra?
I suppose we did.
Can't forget about our promises.
That was before we saw what was going on out here. But you know what? Promise is a promise, I suppose.
Will you look at that?
Where's your chances, old man?
How about you give me a push up here?
And I'm gonna make a hoisting gesture, so that hopefully somebody can hoist me up.
Adalon quickly just sort of like steps backwards, puts his back up against the wall, and clasps his fingers together. You sure you got this? He sort of like looks at Estrella.
Hold your breath.
And then I'm gonna, you know, whoop my way up there.
Okay. As you're going, Edena just goes, "Let me take care of that." And Adalon grabs her hand and is like, "You should try and stay out of sight as best as you can." And he sort of like, he pulls his arm down, and her levitating body just sort of like goes back to the ground. But go ahead and roll a... I would actually like everybody right now to give me a dex plus stealth plus 1d10.
It's a natural one.
17.
Oh, snap.
Get this out of
I don't
here.
feel bad anymore.
Get it out of
2 natural ones over here. Hey,
So you roll a d8?
you can't just... Yeah. No, we rolled a d10.
here. Both got ones. Same dice.
Okay, so as you put your foot inside of Adalon's clasped fingers, and he sort of like, as you step in and put your weight on it, and you feel the momentum going up, it starts to pick up really quickly, and Adalon is either you're lighter than you think, or Adalon's stronger than you know, and he throws you in the air as you hop about 4 feet above the fence and just slap down on like your body is not bisected, but your pelvis is like hanging on the top of this wall as you go and the wind is knocked out of you. Netra just laughs as she giggles from behind the wall, and you hear the whirring of the drone stop and change position as it's starting to approach, and now you see the spotlight arc around
Can I
the
pull him
closest
off
building.
wall?
You don't see this as you're lower right now.
Hear it
He's
at
the
all?
only one. Go ahead and give me a perception check. It's a shame that there's no like passive perception in this. Yeah, and just because Tink also lets out a fart as his stomach hits, it's just like.
Of
you-
18.
18. Then yes, you do hear coming from around, and you see sort of through the gates the light arc from the gates and start spinning around towards your location.
I'm gonna jump and drag him off the wall. And
No
try
need.
to
I'm
get
gonna
over.
be as soon as I see drones moving towards us. I'm gonna be like, oh god, and I'm gonna roll off and be like, catch me, somebody!
Yeah, I guess I would try and catch him. At least soften his fall.
Okay, roll with advantage because Adalon's going to help you.
What would it be?
Also,
Athletics?
drones are coming!
No, definitely. Dex plus athletics. And you got a 17?
Yeah. Were you all climbing the wall, or was it just to see what happens when he tries to climb the wall?
We were thinking about climbing the wall, but then it didn't go well, so now we have to hide. we have to get him off the wall and then go hide somewhere. I got a 19.
A 19. So you manage to, with Adalon's help, pull him off, and both of you sort of catch him. One gets one side, the other gets the other, and both are looking at you, Tink, like, well, Adalon's kind of embarrassed. He goes, it's been a long time since I did that. I think I was like a teenager last time I threw someone up like that. And he goes, shh. And you hear, I heard something on the other side. Let's check the prison. And you hear footsteps approaching
From what side?
from the other side of the gate. As the light, you hear the whirring as in the footsteps approach at the same time, and you see the blue and red sort of cycling coloration spill across the building behind you
I would like to dive
as it's getting closer.
for cover somewhere.
What-
Which is large bushes, something.
Okay.
A column, a cement column.
Tink, what's your question?
Wait. Maybe I can, maybe we can set off. I got these grenades. I can grenade the wall.
Netra, give me a perception plus tech, or perception plus interface. If I can just say F it. Actually, no. Here's how it'll go. Do intelligence plus interface plus 1d10. Okay. You ping 2 foot soldiers, 1 heavy, 1 light, and the drone. From those, again, you're meeting difficulty being able to just immediately access them. It's going to take a little bit, let's just say a higher roll, in order to do so. But you notice all have comms. They're all connected by radio. You notice that the heavy has cybernetic eyes and cybernetic lungs. You notice that they also have like medical systems integrated into their suits, and cycling through the different services or functions. You see, this is specifically for the heavy, overdose. You see reflex, and you see what was the clarity one?
Refresh.
Refresh, and you see refresh.
Great.
You see that the light also has augmetic eyes, also has radio. You see that they have cybernetic legs from like pelvis down to their toes. It's all fake, or it's all cybernetic. And he has a rocket launcher in both of his knees. And the drone, you would have to make another roll at the attempt, or at the threat of notifying it of your incursion. But the other roll, if it's high enough, will be able to access its functions as well. So this is just some options for you. I'm trying to bring in another aspect of your ability to hack into the game, of sort of like
life support functions, mobility functions, neural functions, emotional functions, so on and so forth, to enable you. Tink, you're forming an explosion. Or about maybe going to use your ID, or what were you saying?
Yeah. I say we blow them up as they round the corner.
That could be really bad. They have comms, and it might not blow them up right away.
I
Might
got-
alert the rest of them.
Here, I can hand you all grenades.
Adalon goes, so the light's getting closer and closer right now. I will put a timer for 30 seconds really quickly. I'll tell you when I start it.
So there's no other buildings around us, or like...
You guys are
structures?
enclosed in a courtyard against a circular wall that circles the entirety of the prison that you're in. So you're looking around for escape routes, and the only most noticeable one are the gates that you hold on.
I mean, there's no like benches or like sheds or anything like that in the yard. It's just like a pure like flat yard for just like people to walk around in, or
Like our backyard.
There are some benches, and it looks like there's a maintenance shack connected to the building, so you'd have to backtrack. But stopwatch. Oh, actually, okay. So Adalon says, "Edena, can I get some help here?" And he holds up these two balls that are connected to one another, and she goes, "Sure. What do those do?" And he goes, "I'm gonna show you, but I need your help." And so he pulls them apart, and okay, Netra.
Rummy's smiling too.
no, I'm just
It's
wincing.
not my fault.
That's it.
He sticks them up against. He sort of like pulls the balls apart, and you see this sort of electrical tether, and he sticks them on the wall. And he grabs one of the balls and he zips it down, and the wall sort of separates like a zipper. And he goes, "We gotta go." And you've got 30 seconds. I don't know. It's kind of weird to time it now after he did all that, but you hear the sort of pulling on the gate, and then you hear as the locks are exploded, and the gate sort of bursts open, and two steps are
Should
walking
we
forward.
interrupt you and say that we're getting in?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, we're gonna
getting
follow
in.
into
Give me another
the
stealth
zipper
check.
thing.
A what?
Yep,
Give me another
it's-
stealth check because you utterly failed the last one,
it's stealth
and you're going
mode.
up against a roll.
Not bad.
19.
23.
19.
Okay. You all that you hear them sort of spill into the courtyard as one goes right up to the door, the other sort of takes cover behind the wall, and you see their light passing back and forth in the courtyard from the opposite side of the wall. You're only sort of notified by, of this by sounds and the light that they're projecting to see through this hazy atmosphere. But as Adalon sort of slides his back up against the wall, Edena dims her scarf, her solar wing, goes next to Adalon, and all of you guys sort of pass through as Adalon sort of reaches back in and goes, "Oh crap, things don't work the other way. We gotta go now." So the zipper is gone. I'm sorry, the technology is still there. He tried to pull it back, but remembered it doesn't actually undo itself. And so that option's now gone. But he says we gotta go now. As you guys see the chalky, dusty-filled streets of New Samarkand before you. And again, these buildings have the entrances and ways to navigate through, inside, and out of these buildings are oriented outside of them, because this civilization, it seems, has been flying for some time with their technology. A technology that is so light and available that doors are there are like mini contained balconies with full sort of double door openings. There are catwalks that go from one building to another. There are staircases circling up along the outsides of buildings. And you also just see sort of small platforms that can be elevated to various different doors, like an outside elevator that's not contained on the outside of many of these buildings.
I'm gonna push Adalon in the direction of the closest building, away from where we just came from.
Come on, it's your city. Show us where the entrance to the gears is.
Okay. There are many sewers in between now and the ideal. Let's move throughout this city first. Let's move through the streets and see if I can't find an entrance. I need to assess the rest of the gears based off of what we find in how the Ministry of Justice has secured New Samarkand. And so he sort of goes up to the closest building and just like waves you guys forward. I'd say your average is about 20 for perception, so that's what I will use. Or sorry, for stealth, so that's what I'll use. If at all you want to redo your stealth rolls, let me know, but we'd keep that for the next sort of progress throughout the city.
I'm gonna grab Adalon's his shirt or whatever he's wearing, and like forcibly move him into the front of the group.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check because he's not gonna let you do that.
Natural 10.
He goes, what the fuck?
Your city, your shepherd, you lead.
Tink, I completely understand that you might be emotional right now. This is my fucking city, and it's been taken over. We need to work together. And just throwing me or grabbing me isn't going to accomplish that goal.
Stay in front.
Stay quiet and stay my companion. As he moves forward.
I'm gonna whisper under my breath. We're not friends.
Pay no mind to that, Edena.
Adalon just throws down a noisemaker and runs away. No, it doesn't happen.
Edena.
And he's sort of like going alongside the building, and everybody make a perception check. And he's going to make one too.
How long does it take to reprogram the player gun, actually?
I would say you just have to give me a tech plus basic tech roll.
Because I wanted to program it to look like Bastion, I guess, the car driving. Where I shoot the player like, but it's just going.
That's going to be a very high roll.
Yeah.
Or need to be a very high roll. What'd you guys get?
12.
What is this again?
Perception.
Oh, yeah, that is. Yeah, 12.
Adalon's was not much better. So still considering your stealth check.
So what was that?
You guys are progressing through the city, sort of waiting for Adalon will pull you close to buildings, and you see that all the buildings are dark. But you see that some people are still are inside of the buildings, as they're sort of like watching you guys pass, and Adalon's going like making the motion with his finger and sort of doing the pray of like please, because you are wanted and there is a constant message being repeated to turn you in, and you guys keep proceeding. Adalon halts you and brings you sort of inside of a depression where the entrance to one of the buildings is, as one of the patrols passes by. And it passes successfully thanks to your stealth check. He brings you farther into now the outskirts of the city. Like you can tell that you're slowly weaving back, zigzagging closer to the periphery of sort of the wall of New Samarkand. And you can see that Adalon is sort of like taking mental notes. He's looking down a street. He'll see either a drone or some other force of the Ministry of Justice guarding every entrance to the gears. And he says, okay, this isn't good. I know of one place. I know of a secret entrance in the leopard's lair. It's a bar. Honestly, I wish I could have taken you guys there. It's my favorite place. But it's got a secret entrance into the tunnels that I use in emergencies. Not like this, because nothing has been like this. But we should be able to use it. I doubt that they've penetrated the leopard's lair.
We could use a refresh as well, though. So good thing it's in a bar.
And my friend, if we can use Tink's pack or Edena's, honestly, very impressive abilities. Edena, that's amazing. They've got all the drugs you need. I'll show you.
Okay. This trip's looking up, Adalon. This trip's looking up.
Yeah. And everybody give me another stealth check, and then give me a perception check.
Natural 10 for the stealth check.
Nice.
And a 1 for perception. Unless the 1 and the ampersand are 10s on this one. Yeah? That looks like a 10, doesn't it? Yeah, 10, yeah. And 10, yeah. So 2 10s, yeah.
Technically, that is a 10, but it's still the lowest number on that dice.
Yeah, I guess so. 10, 20. Yeah.
What'd you get for stealth?
18.
24.
Perception?
17.
Tink?
12.
You guys are starting to pretty much understand how this city is being, how the regiment has been laid out to secure this city. Adalon is leading you through different alleyways, even sort of up different sort of maintenance ladders and shafts, through different, whenever the opportunity arises where there is a smaller, more concealed avenue and it's open, he will sort of pull you aside and bring you through. And even the alleys in New Samarkand are infinitely cleaner and more pristine than almost the entirety of Robo City 16. As he says, we're getting close. And you can see the wall in between the separation of buildings when you are traveling is starting to ascend higher and higher. So you're getting closer and closer to the outskirts. And the neighborhood section of the or the residential district of New Samarkand. So it's been about an hour of travel already, and you've managed to sort of conceal yourselves, pull yourselves in, all due to add, like there are some avenues that you would never have even guessed to take. It's almost like he was friends with the owner of the building, or maybe as a kid had played here, and he'll give you some of these anecdotes while he's taking you as well. And he goes shh as he brings you into an alley, and all of you guys actually hear some commotion on the other end as well. And he goes, it's not ideal. There are some forces on the other side, and in between us and the leopard's lair. But if you want a supply of enhancements or otherwise, as well as a secured entrance into the gears without notifying them, I recommend we try and get past them without alerting them if we can.
It's a tall order.
We'll try.
Otherwise, we can try and stay above ground. I believe that they're probably holding the crew, the Gears workers together. They probably have them hostage. I doubt that they would kill them because it would be impossible to operate New Samarkand without them. So they've got to be held somewhere. We can also free them while we're down there, if the opportunity arises. I don't want my priority is the shepherd, but if we see anything, I'd like to try, provided we're confident we can do it.
Where exactly are these guards? Do we see them right now, or do we not?
Let me reveal to you what you see, or what he sort of peers around a corner.
Perfect.
Pull it this way.
There are 2 more pieces to that map.
Oh.
Ah. We'll just go ahead and move these.
I mean, you mind pulling it down, your stuff.
And if you have pieces to represent yourself, please. So, it's pretty much a small neighborhood market area that you see.
Wasn't even Tink. It was Magnus. You spilled a cup.
Oh.
You're drunk. Get out of here. Meowdness.
Yardness.
I don't know if this is one.
Why do we normally get more service area? Oh, pardon me, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but she's upstairs.
Sorry guys, we, as you know, are not the best when it comes to maps.
No.
It's true. Okay, so, is this Netra?
Sure.
Why is that Netra?
Actually, there's multiple.
So you guys are now coming through an alleyway. Don't use blue, please.
Oh.
Blue is the enemy.
Spoilers.
And I would say already you can hear the very familiar whirring of a Robo advanced unit on the other side of the alley. Let's see, Adalon and Metro we still need.
Oh, that orange figure is Netra.
Oh, sorry, Adalon and Edena. Here we go. And you guys can also ask things of Edena. This is Adalon.
Dina looks spicy.
I don't even know what she's capable of, to be
You mean
honest. It just seems like random, like, tech gobbledygook that she can, like, somehow do.
She can pretty much... I don't want to give too much away. I'll list what she can do.
Okay.
Oh, here's a nomad.
Okay, so if you guys want to get any more insight into what is going on this map, you're going to have to make perception checks, look out, yeah, reveal yourselves. There are stairs to get higher ground. And Edena, let's see. She can pretty much just consider her a biohacker and and also a net runner. She's like a net runner and a bio runner. So if they're human, she pretty much has the same abilities that you have as a net runner, and she also has the same abilities as you as a net runner at the same time. And she can, just so you know, she can change your chemical composition to put you on to bring about the effect of the drugs that you're aware of, but for 1 round. And she can give you advantage. She is her existence. She exists outside of the normal rounds, so she can be used at any moment in between turns, but only twice throughout the entire. So you can use her for advantage. Astrea, you can use her to give you reflex, and there will be no downside to the reflex, because it'll just be like your chemical composition will go back to what it was before. So and she can also assist you with your attacks. So just think that your entire party twice in 1 round has advantage, disadvantage, has advantage for yourselves or disadvantage for the other team, and can also facilitate different like biohacks. So let me know what you want to do right now, as Adalon is sort of whispering you all through this narrow alleyway into, and you just sort of peek out and see this market with a bunch of different mercantile, almost like Aladdin setups, where there are boxes, or there are barrels filled with apples, which is another sort of odd thing to see in the apocalypse. Yeah, so what would you guys like to do?
Are we headed?
And the leper's lair is right here.
Gotcha.
There's only 1 guard we see?
There's only 1 guard that you hear.
Oh, here.
That's obvious without making the additional checks.
Yeah.
And when we peek around the corner, that alleyway that you've marked in red that's kind of near the red cup, is that where we're headed to?
No, these are stairs going down to like the speakeasy.
Oh, that's a staircase. Okay.
Yeah. There may be another entrance around here, but you're unsure. You again, you'd have to check.
I see.
Well, my first answer is always gonna be, let's blow him up. Does anybody oppose?
You guys have more experience with them than I do. I don't know what's out there. I just hear some forces. But whatever decision you make, I'm down. I'm all in. You can count on me. I don't have my wings with me, but I can tell you that I excel in stealth and sabotage.
Is this a store right here? Are we in like a giant mall almost?
No, it's more because you're in the residential. It's the less metropolis area. The establishments are lower to the ground. They're mainly wood and brick. You see foliage sort of growing over many of the different establishments. They're like flaunting their ability to grow here.
So none of these stores actually like have anything in them just that they're actually selling, or they're just like greenhouses, or?
Okay, so give me a perception check, and again, you're gonna have to actually look. I can't just give you the information without. As far as I can tell, you can just see this, which is selling a bunch of fruits. You can see this covered merchant's kiosk food stand.
I guess I'll take this time to change the programming on the flare gun. I guess to. Can I make it look like 5 people? I guess, or can I only make it look like 1 person? I guess.
The image can be like a 20 by 20. So whatever you can fit in there. It's you've got your own. You can make it like in real life look as much nonsense as you want in a 20 by 20 square.
Oh yeah, just us running basically in the direction I shoot it. Let me try and see. You said a tech skill, cyber tech, or?
Edena goes, "What are you doing?"
making it look like this flare is us running away, I guess, just for
That's
shits
cool.
and
Can I
giggles.
help? I love art.
If you like, if you can, do art on this, sure. But what, like,
Roll at advantage.
But what do I use?
Roll tech plus basic tech.
I don't have basic tech. I have cyber tech and auto tech.
Then you don't get the addition for basic tech. So tech plus 1d10 at advantage. Hey.
So 14.
14. Okay. With Edena's help, I'll say that you, like, as you're working on programming and making the assets, Edena just sort of, like, looks over your shoulder at your other party members, and as her head, rotates back, you just see this perfect digi recreation of your teammates as it gets shrunk and put into recognized in the programming of the flare.
Look at it like, holy crap. Okay, never mind. Maybe you should just do those.
Boop, boop, boop.
These aren't. You're not stealing our souls, are you?
Of course not. That would be the last thing that I do.
Okay, that's okay.
Tink, Netra, what are you guys up to?
Could go up to the roof and throw bombs down that
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, there's a staircase right here too, right?
way.
Yeah.
We could head up there and Maybe
up to
get in-
level 3. I mean, that third level up there.
we could go into that building right there and see if there's a good vantage point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody want to come with? Anybody?
I mean, you probably only need 2 people or 1 person to throw bombs from up there. So.
All right. Well, let's go.
Just let me know what you want me to do. I can come with, and I'm sure I won't be seen. But yeah, you tell me what you need.
Keep Edena alive. Maybe stay with Estrella.
Check. I like that. Edena, you're with me. At this point, you hear, as you've progressed through the city, the automated message has changed. Now you hear Kennedy's voice go, "Come on, you fleshy globules of mushy organic refuse! I'm running out of patience! Give the Mortal Code up or be recycled. I've reinstated the emergency notification system in your homes and establishments. Any word, any hint of the Mortal Code, and you will flip the switch, or I will flip this little red button that says Murder Game. And based off of rigorous testing and feedback collecting, no humans like the Murder Game."
I don't know. That sounds pretty cool.
I would prefer that the Murder Game doesn't get enacted on my friends and family in New Samarkand. They may not appreciate me as an equal, but they're all I know as people. That was a useless. I didn't. That roll meant nothing. I just felt it and muscle. You know.
Well, what
I had
was
to.
it?
It's one of those dice where it's an 8. There we go. You're fucked. That was the roll.
All right.
So Tink and Netra are going on to the top of the building.
Well, we're at least going to up the stairs and in that building that we're looking at right now.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to punch out anybody's lights who look like they're going to drown.
Okay, give me stealth checks. Everybody.
$19.
18.
18. It would be very hard for me to get 20. I'd have to get a natural 10.
Okay. Okay. You guys crawl up the stairs and are confident that you have made. No, that's not you. Here we go.
That's me.
No, that's.
Wait. Oh yeah. Whoop.
She's the dwarf lady. I guess we can just replace that.
So, give me an athletics check.
To go upstairs?
No. You are up the stairs, but you are not. Aren't you trying to go to the 3rd level?
We're trying to go in the building.
Ah, okay. Then I would say, Netra, give me a tech plus basic tech. Oh no, or Tink, give me a tech. So there's a very manual lock, an analog lock. Tech plus basic tech.
19.
Okay.
Sorry, that's
Actually?
21.
What'd you say?
It was actually 21. My math is bad.
Okay. As you fiddle around with it, you hear the slide the lock home, open up the door. You enter into a cobblestone home, and you see a pile of what look to be like pelican cases, and a setup of monitors, and one individual leaned back in a almost like a medical chair with a headset on, their body is lightly shifting. It almost seems like they're heavily immersed in whatever is in their view screen.
Just one? That's
Just
it?
one.
What are we seeing there?
On the level that you're in, yeah.
Is it obvious that this is a Robo City 16 employee? Sounds like
I would say
one.
roll a perception check. It's based off of what you've seen from New Samarkand. The rivalry is different. It does seem more. It's not directly Robo City 16, and this is a human. It's a heavily modified human, but they do seem like, one, the technology doesn't belong in New Samarkand, and you can see on their view screen many different monitors. It's almost like a partial representation of what they could be viewing. It is many different sections of the plaza that you guys are in right now. And you see communication channels of across numbers, like designations for numbers. And you see like heavy, sniper with a number, heavy with a number, advanced with a number. You see
You might want to do some Netra.
Oh. Wow,
duelist
like,
with a number.
yeah, we should take this guy out.
And you see that they're all you see periodically that there's, you know, over Discord, like one of them is talking, the other one is talking.
Can I try and hack this guy?
Sure. Give me an interface. Give me an interface check.
You just knock him out and then put his headset on.
I can
It's a
see
woman.
Oh, knock her
it's a
out.
lady.
Kill her. Put his headset. Put her headset on.
It's a lady.
a natural one.
I'd like to follow up.
You take. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Riveter. Just. Oh crap.
You take 12 points of straight damage.
Ah.
As your headset, your entire sort of neural circuitry flares in pain as your entire view goes white, and the woman pushes herself off of the chair and looks at you all, and she...
Can I run at her?
You can. Go ahead and roll a... she is raising her hand as she's, like, absent-mindedly disconnected herself from what she was in. She's raising her hand
I'd like to lunge at
to
her and bite her neck.
Okay, so give me an opposing athletics. Dex plus... Yeah, athletics, I would say. Or brawling.
Can I help Brawl as well? Or no?
No. You have lost this round, and you are currently dealing with your headset, trying to reset it, trying to reestablish the connection.
Great.
A natural one. Wow. We've made her our final boss.
She will murder us.
Breaks your... What are you rushing at her with?
My teeth.
What's the closest equipment that you have on you?
Oh, there's so much.
She grabs your bolter gun and easily overpowers you, jumping out of her seat, putting her hand around you, and holding your own bolter gun to your temple.
The caster?
No, I thought you had like a connection, sort of a...
She could have the nail gun to my head.
The nail gun. She has the nail gun to your head. And she goes, I found them. They're on me. Come, everybody at once. Roll initiative.
What's
12.
happening?
I don't know. We have rolled like
We're too similar.
consecutively the same roll, which has been bad.
With two different dices.
Dices.
Dice. Sorry, dice. It's
Okay,
getting
so
dicey.
would you guys rather we do you and then them, or would you rather we do initiative as is rolled?
To keep the combat together in a way that makes sense, probably us and then them.
Okay. What was your roll?
I rolled a 8.
I got a 13.
12. They're gonna go first.
You better hope Adalon rolls really high. So
gonna
far,
go-
22 is the roll to beat.
It's gonna go them and us, not us.
Yep, it's gonna go them and then you guys.
Get some fresh dice.
Who is this?
That's Estrella. It's just easier to see on camera.
Quattro. Okay.
What?
Hold on.
The razor.
Do you see this?
These things
Okay,
look like
so-
gray blobs. But she's a person.
I just threw it on the floor. It can never come back
It's not
We-
my dice.
until it has learned
So
what
I
it
threw
has
on the
done
ground.
All right.
to us tonight.
You're up now.
Yeah, we
Don't
got a new
fail
one.
us.
Don't you fail us.
Can I get the cyberpunk dice?
So I threw it on the ground.
Oh, these?
If you're not using them.
There you go. Okay, so
Here we go. Oh, yeah. These two are detailed.
Estrella, you see this displacement of air in front of you. This sort of like this wavy shift of your perception in front of you, as you feel
Feeling good about it.
immediate, intense, incredible pain lance across your chest and torso as your Luma threads are almost ripped entirely and bisected. gone down to your flesh. You have been assailed by a deep physical attack. And right after this pain, you hear this almost like staticky sound as an individual, seems like a mercenary, a human, heavily modified, is right in front of you. They've got fake, almost like Bato eyes. They've got partially dark skin, shaved head, and a heavily modified upper body and torso, and they're carrying almost this like very modified glaive in their hand.
Well, I mean, roll damage, because the damage you do right now, it could very well kill me in a single hit, because I'm really close to dying anyways.
I think we all are
You guys
now.
do have, and I want you all to know this, you've had Vitalith with you.
But he only had 2 shots left, and we could have used them.
It's been a day since you visited the shepherd. You were knocked out. You were in jail for who knows how long. And I would say that if you already used most of his cartridges, he would have 2 more based off of the length of time in between when they were used and now. 10, wow, 9, 19.
I'm dead.
21 points of damage.
Dead.
As Estrella is taken out immediately, and with their bonus action,
I didn't think it would be so easy.
Word so
he
easy.
just leans down and takes the Goku Katana.
Okay, even though I didn't have it out.
Estrella is down, and he points the Goku Katana at Edena, and Adalon sort of grabs her. So yeah, they're going first. We'll just say. And then you guys don't read what there is.
What? I'm just reading this.
What were you
It's
guys'
saying
scores?
ouch.
Sorry, your initiative.
8.
Yeah, none of you got above a 22, so that's why they went. They're all going first. So 8,
12.
12.
I think I had 13. Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. We
And
didn't
remember,
think our
you
dice
can
before
literally
this game.
decide to just call on Edena on your turn. Any of you, and she has it twice per round. So, Estrella, I'm sorry, you got an 8 and you got a 2? Or you got a...
She got
Huh?
12.
I got,
I got
no, I think I had a 13.
Jesus. I'm sorry, Estrella. I thought you got a 13.
I had a 12.
Oh, you got a 12. Okay.
That's what it was.
That's what it is. All right, let's correct this. Okay, you just hear thump. I want everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, minus Tink.
I'm dead. I'm unconscious, so.
Nice.
Is this a 9? Or a 6? Oh, it's a 9. Cool. 19.
Okay. Oh, and Adalon would make his. And I'll make one for Edena. Oh. Okay.
This is a net runner.
Adalon tries to grab Adena's arm and bring her deeper into the alley, and as this shell impacts the ground, right outside of the building on the second level that you guys are on. It detonates, throws him to the side, and Edena, her cloak... Actually, nobody would see this. Netra, you take...
Sorry. It's just nobody saw this. She's just dead in an alleyway. Nobody saw it.
12, 16...
Oh my god.
21.
This is the end, you guys.
21, but it's against your armor.
Okay. I'm still dead.
You're dead?
I'm dead.
Okay. Even against your armor? What's your armor?
11.
So you take 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay. I have 1 point. I have 1 point of health.
Okay.
Use your armor.
Adalon also
do you
takes...
mean?
Your armor.
What do you mean use it?
Your armor is the buffer for damage. We're 36 episodes in, Netch.
Come on.
Your armor, whatever the number for your armor is what absorbs the damage to you.
So now you're at 10 points for your armor.
Oh. I
I
see.
guess my armor would be 9.
I don't know. To be honest, the way that armor works in this game still messes me up. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on.
Well, sure does
It's
help
like,
you.
imagine a bulletproof vest. Bulletproof vest. Like, if a certain caliber round is shot at you and your bulletproof vest absorbs 16 damage, and the shot is low caliber and only does 12 damage, you take 0 damage. But because the integrity, thank you, of your bulletproof vest has been affected, it goes down by 1 point. And that's consistent throughout. But if it's a higher caliber round and it does 18 damage, then you would only take 2 points of damage because your bulletproof vest would have absorbed 16 points of it, but have still degraded slightly by 1 point after that.
Wait, I'm sorry. Does armor replenish each day or no? Does it just...
No.
Okay, so then yeah, my armor was at 10 actually.
Vitalith can either... Oh.
No, it says 11 right here.
Yeah, but in my notes I keep my health and armor updated, so it was at 10.
I'll roll for Vitalith right now. Alright, he got a natural 9, so he'll be the highest in your guys' order, but you still don't go out of turn. So... And 2 of you are down now. Okay. Netra. Down. Estrella. Down. Tink, you just see from your perspective being held captive.
It's up to you.
Being held captive. Netra fly into the room that you're in after this white and yellow and orange explosion.
The moment that
consumes-
happens, I'd like to headbutt with the back of my head.
Okay, go ahead and roll a Dex plus brawling at advantage, and I'm just going to roll a straight roll.
And I'm going to, I'd like to headbutt, and then bonus action, reach into my drug bag, and this is muscle memory at this point, jam a reflex into my leg.
Okay.
Edena
At
can do
advantage.
that for you.
What?
Can't she just do that?
Yeah, she can.
What is that? Oh my god. The dice gods are really angry with us. Like, honestly, what did we do? We should have a seance tonight. And, you know, just
Cleanse our dice?
Cleanse our dice.
Let them
Thank the dice gods.
be enriched by the light of the
Advantage
moon.
gave me
because they're
nothing if
about
this
to
is
kill us.
1. I rolled a 17.
Oh,
Thank-
thank goodness.
Yeah.
She rolled a natural 2, so
Ooh.
I would say that this interrupts her turn, so she won't get a turn, and you will get to go on yours, if that makes sense. But you'll be free.
Okay.
Because of the explosion. Nice thinking. I would not have otherwise afforded you that opportunity. But really, it's like rocks the building that you're in, like fissure cracks permeate throughout the wall, and Adalon disappears in the smoke as well. Taking 10 points of damage, and Edena is that? So that was. Da, da, da. Second. You hear the shuffling of equipment run down the way, and somebody on the stairs at equal level to the stairs that you initially ran up to go into the building is visible. Actually, they don't see Netra as she's down. And they are jumping.
What?
Over here.
They can jump like that?
Yes. So, Netra, I want you to know that, I mean, when, if, maybe, if you come back alive, if you manage that, you can always use now a perception check or a bonus action, it would be a bonus action, to analyze the threats around you, as well as what they're comprised of, what their sort of cybernetic composition or mechanical or electric composition is for you to affect. None of you have used Edena's roll yet, so Vitalith is up first in your turn. My roll was just higher than all of yours for Vitalith. So here's what we'll do. A coin flip. Netra, since you use a headset, it's on your head, you'll be heads. Since whatever your tails.
She has one health hit point. Wouldn't it be more worth it to do her?
She's got no. She's in the same state as you.
Both of you are down. She was at 1, and then we realized, oh wait, she only has 10 armor, so she's down.
Did my armor still go down?
Estrella, you get your armor did go down because you got slashed.
Yeah.
You get 20 hit points immediately, and Vitalith goes, I'm uncomfortable right now. I feel endangered. As the Vitalith has actually taken a lot of smoke, and there's just like small little detonation inside of its components as black smoke releases from its vents and flies into the air. It was also in the impact zone. So you are up, and Adalon is up right now, and Adalon is going to jump. He's going to do this. Well, we'll see. Okay, 19. Yeah, that's good. He climbs up this wall, jumps around, and is going to sort of try and grapple the duelist in front of you, the one that assailed you, Estrella, with their glaive. Okay, and not good. As Adalon sort of wraps their arms behind them, the duelist headbutts him in the back, similar to what Tink did, and Adalon is stunned currently. Next up is Netra. Give me just a straight roll.
A 5.
What's your body?
A 5.
You come alive with 1 point.
Yay!
And that's it. Estrella, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna, since you took the Goku Katana, I'm gonna take the caster gun with the Horizon node and just fire it at him to bind him in place, like yeah.
The which node?
The Horizon one. Remember, I said I wanted to bind a binding node. So you call it Horizon? Like it's like when you shoot at him, it's like wraps him up, then shoots the needles out to pin him to the ground. Like whoa.
Ah, yeah. Just like Horizon. The Horizon node.
Yeah, Horizon.
Okay, I thought you said Ryzen. Okay.
It did sound like that.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, go ahead and roll a. Give me a
Do I do marksmanship or do I do?
You can either give me a tech plus marksman or a reflex plus basic tech.
Tech plus marksman or reflex plus basic tech? I don't have basic tech, so I don't have to do it.
So use whichever is best for you.
Then that's the only one I have is marksman, so I'll use marksman, I guess. So. 22?
They slice away the first sort of wrap of bands around them as the secondary wrap from the caster starts to just like wrap around their entire body, bind it, and then sort of insert two tight ropes with anchors into the ground as they are now bound. That was your action. You have a bonus action and movement should you desire to use it.
I'm going to go up to him and I'm going to take the Goku blade right back.
Okay, his hands are under the bindings, so give me a dex plus athletics at advantage and he will do it at disadvantage. Wow, they really don't want... He doesn't want to lose it.
So, what is that? That's... First one was an 8, this is a 7, so that's an 18, 19, 20.
Dex plus either melee weapon or brawling.
Oh, melee weapon or brawling? Oh, that's... 24?
Okay, you do like a I'll take that, and you grab the Goku katana, and it's just like cemented in his fingers. And you are just as he's like, what's the problem? What's the fucking problem, bitch? You got an issue there? As you're just like using both of your fingers to like curl his around, and you're just like ripping it from him.
Say he has soft hands.
And he goes, I'm gonna get that back. Just you wait.
Do you use moisturizer?
Out all of this.
Aveeno? No.
He just grits his teeth and tries to. Your moisturizer now.
Soft ladylike hands.
Next up is Tink.
I thought I was after. Oh, that was her move. Was to
Hers
come back.
was to literally come back alive. Yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to grab the gun from my nail gun from her and shoot her with it in the face.
Okay. So, if you overpower her with a dex plus brawling, I will allow you to just roll damage. It'll be the equivalent of you leaping towards your nail gun, grabbing her hand and trying to overpower her.
Like a John Wick scenario right here.
Exactly.
Hey. Oh, that's a 6, not a 9.
As there's still this like ringing in your ears. You're danger close.
23.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. As you leap towards her, and she's still like grabbing her headset. She's sort of like ripped off to for a sense of relief. As she's looking around the room, the nail gun still connected to your power pack on your back is still almost absent-mindedly in her hands as you leap towards it, and she reasserts her power in this struggle. But ultimately, you just sort of like grab the nail gun, donk her in the head with it, and she's dazed, and you can
10.
Natural 10?
No. 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, 3 nails just like in her lower abdomen, upper chest, right in her clavicle, as you almost like hear the bone shattering. Ah! She throws down her headset, and you just see her lenses highlight red as she's focused on you, Tink. And Adalon is going to go... Oh, Adalon's turn was up. He failed. None of you guys used Edena this turn, so... she will give you an Adalon advantage for your next. Well, actually, instead, she will impose disadvantage on the commando and the duelist. Because you guys will still be able to use her next round for whatever you want to. But whenever their turns are up, it'll be disadvantage. Okay, so Netra. Or sorry, not Netra. Estrella. Make another competing Dex plus Brawling plus 1d10 as the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. The duelist is just going to try and break their bonds. They effortless... They like reverse grip on their glaive and just sort of make this very powerful, almost snap motion with their arm as they twist it in their bindings, slicing the bindings down the center, making them available. And you see that their cybernetic torso has there are tiny little holes and perforations along their shoulder and neck, and you just hear, pardon me, as they like shoot out these glittering chaff particles around them. Their entire body becomes obscured. They don't have any movement or attack because their action was releasing themselves from these bindings, but it will be disadvantage for all physical or even ranged attacks going up to them. Next up is you hear another beep, like boom.
Can I yell out at this time?
You can use your reaction to do so, yeah.
Everybody get down! Find some cover!
Okay, I will allow advantage for dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Everybody.
Are you
What?
rolling them? What's the
Dexterity saving
throw?
throws. Actually, no. I would say, Netra, you flew into the... I'm sorry, I'm actually going to take that back. That was a dumb move, because the commando is danger close, and so is the duelist now. So they are going
Machines
to...
don't care.
You hear... Boom. Actually, it was a 6. Adalon gets grappled by this large mechanized articulating sort of clamp around his body, and he just gets... Estrella, you see him get like yanked back, dragged outside of the alley and into the larger portion of the plaza as you hear ka-kink, and you see him getting raised up by the arm of the advanced unit.
Patty.
The
Well, now we don't have to go get the shepherd.
Tink.
Huh?
Seven, 10, 15, 20, 21. As you hear, and the entire, like most of the wall that your back is facing towards the plaza, in the direction that you are going towards, is detonated by a high velocity round that breaks through the wall and impacts into your back, and you take 21 points of damage. And give me a dexterity plus evasion check.
So I yelled, get down, but I myself didn't get down. 19.
Okay, you still take 21 points of damage. Consider your armor for this. You are slammed up as your shoulder is forced by the force of this bullet back, and you're almost dragged into the wall behind you. But you manage to move the majority of your torso out of the way before the bullet impacts dead center, like solar plexus, and you've avoided the majority of the damage and mostly flying through the wall into more danger.
What about headset chick? Did she take any damage?
No, because you just shot her.
She's dead?
No, she's not dead. I'm saying you were not like grabbing her or anything where she would take damage in this instance. And I should actually put her on the board.
Headset check? I have a headset check. It looks like that.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's great. Yeah, so she doesn't take anything.
Splash some water on her suit. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll short circuit.
The commander's gonna fire at Edena. Just straight up Edena.
She has the thread. She has the robe on, so it should be +2 armor for her.
+2 armor?
Remember the solar robe I
Yeah.
got for her? Yeah.
I thought they wanted her. Why are they trying to kill her?
He is going direct. It's almost like through your hazy reinvigoration, you see this heavily armored humanoid figure, not an advanced unit. It seems to be moving more fluidly like a human. As they look inside of the room, see Tink. This is before the sniper round goes off. They just snap to Edena and just unload on her. Estrella, you would see Edena's solar wing sort of combine in on itself, the fabric collect as it's like ding 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 ding, collecting the bullets, but one makes it through.
You should be protecting us, Edena. Dang.
And Edena sort of takes one bullet and screams out in pain.
Never mind. Shouldn't their cybernetics be freaked out because she's doing some weird scream or something? I guess ours too, but.
Tink, what are your cybernetic components right now?
I mean, I have no. None of them are like body modifications. They're all like on my helmet and whatnot. So you're talking about stuff that's integrated with my body?
Yeah, you don't have any body modifications?
No. All natural. I was joking about that mechanical anus. Sphincter. Sphincter!
Oh, that's not something that you have.
It's something on my wish list.
Okay, she is going to look. It almost seems like she's looking at you. And then you notice she's looking sort of like she's almost looking at a layer represented through you or over you. And her head sort of snaps and orients slightly down past your body. And you see Edena. We'll see. This will be her. This will be Edena. Even Edena's wounded and pained stated. She you see her sort of like writhe as like sparks emanate from her body, and she sort of curls around herself, and as soon as she actually you can't see this, but Estrella, you can see it. Edena almost like being attacked as she's like rolling on the ground, like, it hurts. You see your fingers get pressed to her temple as they start to highlight, and Tink, you see the Netrunner right in front of you. You see her headset sort of spark and smoke billows from some of the crevices of it. She'll take 8, 11 points of damage.
To Edena or to that?
To the Netrunner.
Oh.
And the Vitalith is up. So out of Edena, Estrella, Tink, and Netra. Roll a d4.
Netra's probably. Edena, I mean, Estrella would take herself off that list since she already got one hit from him. Really.
Then you would push it to Tink.
Okay, just like, whoop, nope.
Because
Somebody else.
it landed on you, and then it'd be the next in the order.
We meet again, Tink. How are those old bones doing?
Go over to Netra.
Now it's like
Not looking good.
Now it's like a green piece of geometry from Geometry Wars. It's just like bouncing back and forth from the different teammates. And it like, well, it looks like nobody wants Vitalith, I guess. Slim pickings over here, as it just goes and tends towards Netra. You get 20 hit points back.
Yay!
And he has one more set of 20.
And goes, nobody appreciates Vitalith anymore. We used to be so close back in the day. Where's Winslow? He liked my healing. My gap-filling ability.
He's out in the wasteland right now.
Adalon will roll against the 9 versus 6. Adalon is still captured. And Netra, you are up.
I'm gonna yell out to Edena. I need a shot of overdose now, please.
Okay.
Wait, does that count as my whole turn, or is that like?
No. As I said, this counts as Edena's turn.
Okay.
She has 2 turns total. You've just used her turn. You have all of your faculties available to you. Edena sort of almost supernaturally appears. It's like this vibrant into fading light right around you as she touches you beneath her. Her hands sort of like caress your cheek beneath her almost halo of solar, like highlighted solar bands that are vibrating that are illuminated green for the healing energy. Or not the healing energy, I'm sorry, the overdose energy. It's just white. It's like cocaine. So whatever your dice roll is for anything, just times it by 3 for this round. Yes. Okay. So, Netra, your whole turn is up.
Yeah, I'd like to take out my shotgun and then say to that girl and be like, "Looky here, bitch!" And then, like, when she looks down at me, I want to shoot her in the face.
That's the punchline.
Yep.
This just absent-minded
That's
adjustment of the opposing netrunner's neck down to you to just look at you and scoff. And then she sees the shotgun in your hand and Edena sort of pulsing drugs into your system. There's just veins coursing in your neck right now. Go ahead and roll to attack, but I feel like that's gonna definitely hit. She's within 10 feet of you, so with a shotgun, you would have to roll 15, above 15.
Natural 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Double your damage.
Okay. Netra's back. She's pissed off.
Look, I think we can talk this over. I quit.
32.
Yeah, their fate's in your hands.
Yeah, I just shoot her in the face with a shotgun.
She like backflips over her laid down sort of couch lounge net running setup, flips over, still continues to like ragdoll body spin until her back and cranium just slap and crack up against the opposite wall. Most of her face is missing. Her entire headset, you just see glittering particles sort of float to the ground as it's been entirely destroyed.
Good.
You see all of the monitors sort of boom, 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 boom. Estrella, you're up. Adalon has just been taken from you by the advanced unit behind you. There's still the duelist in front of you, very physically oriented, with these tiny little chaff particles sort of like hovering around him.
They're hovering around him? I thought he went invisible.
No, he did not go invisible again. He just made it... He sort of smiled this cocky little shit-eating grin and released these chaff particles in the air and is ready to sail.
So I guess I'm
He's
just
free.
going to... if I freaking just shoot the flare gun like right at our feet and make just a bunch of us appear in front of him and just grab Edena and dip out of the way, would that, I guess he probably still get an attack of opportunity on me.
He would, but it'd be a disadvantage if you shoot.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do that and then grab Edena and try and dive under this guy so he doesn't shoot her again. Like, or is this open right here? Or is like, is there a way underneath this level, or is it just like solid? That the commander's standing on top. Is that a bridge underneath it, or is it like
no,
solid?
no, there's no bridge underneath. It's solid.
Yeah, I guess I'd still do that and just freaking like toss Edena back here, like kind of like that, and just like go to the edge of it.
I would say that since you're not attacking, you're not affecting the enemy team, and you fired a flare gun, right?
Just
So you have one flare cartridge left. That you are good to go. You don't have to make any rolls. Edena's light. You managed to. She somehow made it back from Netra, and you threw her back into the alley as you were sort of like covering her and positioning yourself in front. So that was your action. What do you want to do with your bonus action or movement, if anything?
guess I'll just
Tink, you're
kind
up
of
next.
get down closer to the ground to where like almost like the asses of all of our people who look like us, or the holograms, are just at my face basically, and just pull my shotgun out. And just,
Are they in like heroic stances, or I thought they were in running
they're
stances?
just kind of like, yeah, they're just like running in place basically.
Okay, so it's like you back up, and appearing before you are six running figures in this like running towards the ultimate objective, as the duelist just like swipes their blade in and out of the holograms. Tink, you're up.
Can I, as a free action, like basically based on what I say, can I hold my action based on Netra's
Yeah, so
response?
I apologize. That's something I should have prefaced in the beginning. Since you all go at the same time, you can plan out your actions together if you want. This can mean that you give each other advantage, or you sort of have a coordinated effort that is in one direction where momentum is gathering, or whatever you want.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'd like to take a look at the room to understand whether or not any of these machines are salvageable after they've all gone off. In my mind, I'm thinking, maybe I could connect my power pack to one of these machines powered on so Netra could hack it.
If one of the machines on the enemies?
No, like one of the terminals that the Netrunner was attached to.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're trying to... So just give me tech plus basic tech to assess and fix, pardon me, the system that the opposing netrunner was connected into.
Okay. Um, 23.
Okay. The monitors come back on, and you just easily find the sort of connection codes and swipe them over to Netra.
I got this up. See if you can
She has the Wi-Fi password.
stop them from bombarding us, or maybe call off reinforcements. Do your thing. I don't know.
I'll try.
Okay.
That'll be me.
So that's the end of the round, meaning we're at the enemy's turn again. And so we'll take a break here. I just really have to go to the bathroom. I would have liked to finish this encounter, but my bladder would like to release itself. So we'll be thank you guys for joining us so far on this fantastic Thursday night. We'll see you in about 20 minutes time. So about 12 minutes on top of the hour, the next hour, whatever it may be for you. And yeah, thanks for joining. Remember to like, follow, share, and if you know anybody who would also be interested in this, we'd love for them to be involved and engaged. Yeah, see you in 20 minutes. Thank you guys. Welcome back, punks of Sasa, otherwise known as Sasapunks. Arn, you had some good recommendations. We'll see if they're taken advantage of. We are at the top of the round. And as promised, Edena will provide disadvantage to two of the members, the duelist who assailed Estrella, and the commando who just entered into the danger close range.
Ugh, the flavor just was off completely.
Okay, so the duelist is up, and they're going to go straight after you, Estrella. So
You can't see me.
roll an opposing. They actually
Is that me over there running?
they're already at disadvantage, but I'll roll like an intelligence check to see whether or not they can. Natural 10. They just swipe through the sort of slowly running, almost like offset holograms that are like running a little bit above the ground, and their pace is not equal to how fast they're going. He just swipes through them and runs through straight towards you, lifting his thick electrified blade. And go ahead and roll an opposing brawling check. Dex plus brawling.
Oh, dude, it's 19.
Okay, so you managed to raise the Goku katana above your head and extend it down to the ground, covering the majority of your body's length as they slam into the blade, pressing it close to you. Sparks flying in both of your faces as he leans closer and says, "I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna get past you, and I'm gonna kill the little girl."
Evil.
The advanced unit is going to Adalon. We'll roll at disadvantage. Actually, that's the advanced unit. That's Adalon. Oh, 1 at disadvantage. Okay, never mind. Adalon is going to take quite a bit of damage as you just hear him scream beneath the vicing grip of the advanced unit. He takes 9. What is that? 12, 15, 18 points of damage. Adalon is now at negative 12, or not negative, but he's 28 points down, and he's looking pretty rough. Bloodied. I would say Estrella, if you see past the sparks, past to the right of the head and shoulder of the bald-headed augmented duelist in front of you, you see Adalon's hanging form, blood coursing down his face as he's being grabbed, and it's slightly reminiscent of Tetra. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Tetra. Advanced unit is over. The sniper's turn is up. Wow, they hit you every single time, I think. Oh, easily. Okay.
Do we
Tank.
know where the sniper is, or do we not?
Me?
None of you have tried to look yet, but there is a gaping hole in the building that Tink and Netra are currently inside of, and a clear view from the sniper to Tink, where you take an additional 6, 11. I just accidentally rolled that.
So, Vitalists, get ready.
15, 18, 22
You're gonna be filling some old
points
holes.
of damage. Remember, take your armor into consideration as you are just pelted up against the wall once more. You hear the cracks behind you, and some light pierces through the openings from the stone wall that your back is up against from your body, just slamming into it again. blood jettisoning out from your mouthpiece. And Commando's up. He's got 1, 2.
No, I'm not dead.
The commander's gonna go. He's gonna look inside. He's gonna notice you both, but he just sort of like hops down off of the entrance, and he is going to try and fire, just straight up assist his dueler friend. He doesn't say a word. He just crouches down as he jumps down. He jumps into a crouch, locks his rifle into his arm, and releases into you, Estrella. For the 5 rifle. Yeah, he definitely makes it. 4, 7, 13, 18. I'm sorry, is an assault rifle how many d6s? I just rolled 4. Can I see the rollbook really quick? Oh, right here. Thank you. Really quickly, and your guys' turn is sort of soon. Let me know what you are thinking. Rifles is assault rifle 5d6, so just one more. You're lucky I'm not using the PAX dice, people.
I'm dead.
Including your armor?
I have an 8 armor.
Ooh. Okay, you just the additional 5. Estrella.
Edena scream, I don't believe in the last 5 seconds.
Revert to last checkpoint.
This will use both of her turns.
Save corrupted.
Really?
Yeah.
This is gonna work. Okay. Yeah, we do that.
As well, you have to understand Edena's position, where Estrella grabbed her, threw her behind her, and put her body in the way of now 2 Polizei forces who have just killed Estrella, the last member of the Quasars that protected Edena and sacrificed their lives to keep her alive. And so I would say, using both of her turns, you can do this.
Yeah.
As she yells at the top of her lungs, and you
happens all over again.
you feel relief, Estrella. The bullets don't reverse back into the rifle or anything. They just fall out of you.
I was just thought like, yeah, it reverses and all of a sudden it just happens again. Like
Wait, hold on, play that back. So you'll be back to consciousness. And we will effectively have skipped the enemy's turn entirely because of this.
do I get my health back or?
You get, I would say you get your health back. If we're redoing, I'd say you get your health back from the commando.
Wasn't that all the damage from the commando?
I thought you got attacked by the. I honestly forget how much damage you might have taken from the.
He didn't take any damage from the sword.
Oh well, okay then. Yeah,
Oh,
just take away all the damage from the commando. Adalon will also take 18 points away from him. As you see the blood sort of like almost like dissipate off of Adalon's as it's been coursing down his face. Did you two take any damage after that? Because remember, you can use her at any point in these rounds. So she's used up for this round effectively. Now you're at your own devices. But Estrella, you're alive.
But she reversed,
The last 5 seconds.
which is the enemy's round.
One turn.
It's the
'Cause
commando.
then I did take a sniper rifle shot.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to reverse that.
So it's
I'd
like
like to be included in this reversal.
you it's honestly this very bizarre feeling of this weight just unraveling itself from your torso as you see this large caliber round just unspin and drop onto the ground. From this echoing scream coming from Edena that seems to be farther away than you are honestly probably comfortable with, but this is very much affecting you. It's like every decibel of her scream is sort of like empowering you a little bit. The enemies don't like reverse like or anything, but the damage that has been done is reversed, and the drone is sniper. Vitalith is up now. If any of you guys want to use him or keep him, he's got one last cartridge, and remember, the cartridge can be used for organic or synthetic material. So that's either health or armor. This is a question to you. Are you using Vitalith?
You died when you got hit. I did.
Because he did a lot of damage. Like,
Adalon, sounds bad out there. Go fix somebody.
And I wouldn't know that your death has just been reversed. We're in consciousness, but I think Vitalith would get the hint that Estrella needs it.
I'm gonna flip a coin between Estrella and Adalon. Actually, no. Vitalith would definitely, especially since Estrella is closer, prioritize her, since he barely knows Adalon.
I'm also surrounded by 2 guys.
It also probably depends on how many more holes the other has, and I would say Estrella probably has way more holes. So, but you also have, what, 8 armor now? Would you rather your armor be replenished or your health?
I mean, what would he do for armor?
He'd fully replenish your armor.
So
It wouldn't give you any bonuses. It would just replenish your armor.
I guess I could. I think I'd want to do health more because I'm still seriously wounded, which means I have -3 to all my stuff. And if I got the health, I'd be above seriously wounded.
Okay, Vitalith is. You just hear this.
I hope that was as good for you as it was for me, Estrella.
It never is.
I need to take a nap now.
You always
He
do.
sort of like hovers down onto the.
Just like my
stone
last
ground.
boyfriend. Yep.
Just takes out a small e-cigarette
Yep.
and lifts it to its fence.
Rainbow unicorn. Yep. That's same scent.
Okay. Adalon is up. He's gonna try and break it. He's failed every single time so far. And they rolled the same thing, so he fails again. Adalon is still in the grip. Netra, you are up, followed by Estrella.
I still can't use it.
You cannot use Edena. She is. You currently hear her cry that is invigorating you, but it's not. You are like, oh fuck, Edena is. Something's wrong.
And I just basically connected one of the terminals for you to hack into.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an interface check. Okay, you easily bypass these security measures of the previous Netrunner, and you have visibility into the drone's feed, as well as access to the comms channels of
Communicado.
the entire.
John Wick. El Comunicado.
This is where the
Sniper.
sniper is. The drone is right here. And the drone is... you have access to the drone's functions, which this drone only has a dampening field and a shield mechanic very similar to Bastion's. It's the sort of connected... Are they pentagons? What? Hexagons. Thank you. They're the connected hexagon field barrier, and if it's in a certain proximity to something or someone, it can provide that barrier. So you have comms to the entire team. You have positional tracking to the entire team. You do see that number 34, the Netrunner, is dead, deceased. You see that nobody else has taken any damage, really.
Can I change the position of the drone?
Yeah, you have full control.
Yeah, I'd like to control the drone so it's shielding Edena and Australia.
Okay, it's got 40 feet of movement, so... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you have a bonus of 10 armor.
And then when I want to say something to Edena again, do I just like wait till the next round and just say it? Or do I have to wait till my turn?
You can say it whenever. Yeah, because again, she can go in any order. So it's, yeah, that's what that equates to. Estrella, you've got a commando and a very, like, a silent, big, intimidating commando and a very cocky, mouthy swordsman in front of you.
I guess since I have two of them here, and the swordsman guy just easily, I guess, broke out of the horizon node. I'll shoot the horizon node at the commando guy who keeps shooting at us.
Okay, so you're trying to
Actually-
bind him one more time.
Is the
Bless
shield
you.
the shield's over us?
The shield is over both of you, yeah.
Well, since he's a shooter, I guess I'm gonna try and bind the guy who runs at people who can run through the shield. I guess so. I'm gonna bind the swordsman guy instead. Just shoot it again at him, like yeah. And I'm gonna add 5 points of luck to this one when I shoot it.
Okay.
Do I do melee weapon or do I do what is it? Marksmanship or tech? You said tech plus marksmanship or?
I would either say tech plus marksmanship or reflex plus basic tech.
I'll do tech plus marksmanship since I have marksmanship. I'm adding 5 points of luck, so
That's right.
18.
Sorry, really quickly. You do notice that what almost pulls your attention is in your feed, your view. You never put it together before because just like, why? It's just words. Leopard, everything. There's so many things that are named after leopards in this city. But as you look into the camera feed of the leopard's lair, you see dormant leopards just inside the entire establishment. They're like laying in remember the the park that you guys went through with the wording willow had synthetic animals throughout it. They were fabricated. They were made. Most of the animals you noticed were leopards. Leopard's lair, you see that there are leopards just throughout most of this establishment, laying in the booths, laying on top of some tables. There's one outside, right where I'm pointing, that's just sort of like in a sleeping position.
That's what that is.
These are synthetic creatures. So yeah, you can also use remember, you've got the ghost, and you've got the drone can be used as a proxy for hacking, meaning that if the drone is close to something, you can use your own hacking facilities through the drone to hack. So I'm just letting you know you've already used your turn that last time.
I would not have done that, but that's okay.
For real?
That's fine.
So
No.
I think that
at
what
least
you
show
did
me-
is very useful. Let
It
me
is
be
incredibly
clear.
useful.
Because now Estrella, who is being faced down by two very aggressive and powerful individuals, as well as Edena, has protection. So you did a good thing. But it's almost like, wait, what?
Captain Hindsight says,
Yeah.
"Great job."
Fine.
So Estrella, you securely.
27 was it?
Yeah, they bind them down. The duelist sort of like jumps at you, and you shoot them in the chest as it wraps around them and connects them to the ground as they're. But you do remember that they just sort of brought their blade up and cut
Yeah.
through those vines before. So
at least they'll have to do that before coming at me again.
that will be their action. Tink, you were the last one.
I'm gonna get the hell out of after seeing a bullet knock my ass back.
And I would say just automatically, because I'm a kind god DM, Netra's communication channels are connected to her team, so you see this red outline of the sniper over here. You don't even really need to see the red outline because you just look through the huge gaping hole that he's been firing through and see this giant rifle just aimed at you.
Can I pass him my sniper rifle?
No, don't do that. I'm gonna look at, after being blasted back, look at the bullet come out of me, and then the hole in front of me. I'm gonna connect all those
Yeah.
dots and get the fuck out of the sniper's window with me in it. I'm gonna run to the doorway that we entered into this building. I'm gonna peep the corner, see those guys grabbing 2 grenades, pulling the pins, and cinematically giving them a toss down the staircase, and they bounce down the stairs in slow motion.
Yeah, it's like tink to tink tink, and it's like
Yes,
tink,
lots of
ooh,
tinks.
tink, yay. As you it's the slow motion camera following the metallic grenade. You sort of see them turn around, both of them at once. One is completely bound as they're like, as it lands, spiraling on the ground.
I'm gonna be looking at them like, yes, and start clapping.
Okay, so remember, it's 30 feet, so it lands right here. 5, 10, 15, 20. If you're looking around, you might be suspect, or you might be submitted to one of those washes of, force and energy and
I'll be
and a
clapping
char.
as they're bouncing, but as soon as they hit the floor, I'm gonna back up.
Okay, and also
But with a shit-eating grin on my face, I'm gonna look at Netra and
so also Estrella and the drone and Adalon and the advanced unit will be taken in this explosion. It's only 5.
my goal
Sorry,
was
3d6,
for
so-
them to blow up with the wall between Adalon. Well, I wouldn't actually have even seen Adalon, so it's neither here nor there. What happens.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 3d6. The commando and the duelist are gonna take all 3d6. Oh, sorry, you roll 3d6. Then Estrella will take 2d6. Edena will take 1d6. Adalon will take 2d6. It'll be this sort of diminishing force, I suppose. After the force has impacted the structure around it, impacted the 2 individuals closest to it, and I have no idea if that's how grenades actually work, but hey, I'm a kind god DM.
Okay. So First, I roll 3d6.
And now you die!
And this is for what?
For damage.
This is for them.
3d6 is for the two closest, yeah.
Okay. So that's
Now roll
14.
14, okay. So 2d6 for Estrella and Adalon.
Okay. 7.
Okay, Estrella, you take... and that's impacting your armor, so reduce your armor down by 1.
And increase it by 10 because of the shield.
So it beats 18 armor? Do I take no damage or do I take all damage?
You take no damage.
I'm sorry, what was the combination of the two rolls? Again, the second one?
7 was the second one.
7, okay.
And 6 is the last roll.
Edena just sort of like slides back.
But she has
and
the
she's
she has the
coated in
shield.
black. Oh, you're right. It just sort of like the shield highlights with the different pieces of geometry connected to protect both Estrella. Remember, add 10 to your defense. Okay, cool. So that doesn't affect either of them. Great. Now Edena's turn is refreshed as she sees that Estrella is healthy again. She sees that the two have been assailed in front of Estrella, and so you can use her turn as you wish. Again, you can be creative with it, or you can simply impose disadvantage on enemies, advantage on you, drugs to you, anti-drugs to the enemies. If so, Netra, let's say that you see that the duelist is on overdose, which triples their rolls. You can use Edena to undo that, or you can even, or you can. Actually, great point. Or you can literally hack them to distribute a refresh into their system, and be like, "Bam!" And that would be a bonus action.
Does she know Muddy Waters and Red Eye as well?
She, any drug that you know, you can simply envision, and she would understand.
So she can do the whole like 5-second delay that they have or whatever with their eyes or whatever it was. Like
Milky water is a disadvantage on everything for like a minute.
Yeah.
So
she can do Milky Water, I guess. Like she knows how to do that. I guess.
Yeah, but again, remember it lasts one turn.
Okay. Yeah.
That would impose disadvantage on them. Okay, so Estrella, make another Dex plus Brawling plus 1d10 or melee weapon, whatever you want to do. But the duelist is definitely trying to give it their all right now. They are
20.
Okay, well, you get exactly 20. Both of you get 20, so you'll take half damage, is how this will work. Which, thankfully for you, is 8, 11.
Hey man, isn't he tied up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. So they will use their turn to. They don't have to roll anything. They're just literally using their entire turn to cut their bindings loose as they continue their pursuit forward. Do they have a bonus action?
Like Adalon, this tech isn't working out too well. You guys told me some bunk shit.
What are you disappointed in right now?
No, just that he keeps just getting out like shit. We're supposed to tie. They didn't make these
You're
cords
capturing
knife-proof?
somebody with a blade in their hands.
I know. I'm just like they didn't make these cords knife proof. Samurai, new Samarkand. They have blades everywhere.
Can I try and tell Edena something?
Yes.
Edena, every time somebody hits your shield, you need to hit them back harder. And basically, what I would like her to do is every single time, like, the shield takes shots or something, she just, like, does, like, an energy punch and then, like, causes the shield to turn into, like, a blast shield to, like, push back violently.
Okay. Okay. The duelist just shoots another wave of chaff out from their. Netra's mic may be off. Can't really hear her. No!
It's on!
Maybe
Can you
move.
hear me?
Maybe move it closer to your dumb little mouth.
3 fingers away from my mouth. That's where we said it should be.
Is it still bad?
Can you hear me?
Nobody's paying attention anymore.
Okay.
You tell.
She's still pretty
Oh.
quiet.
I can't work like this.
How is your?
It's up on.
It's
Can't-
all the way.
Nope, can't work like this. I'm leaving.
Maybe
That's
do
it. We're
2
done.
fingers.
We're done.
But your big ass nostrils might breathe right into
Yeah.
it.
Make it lower though.
Shut up.
Everyone else is way clearer.
Lower it
Laugh heavily.
She almost died. Okay.
Now they're just gonna get a bunch of laughing and breathing noises. I'm sorry.
We'll find out. There'll be very fast feedback.
Yep.
Where were we?
He threw a bunch of chaff up and then
Threw a bunch of
and then
chaff-
he ended
chaff
his
up as
turn,
a
I guess.
sentence.
Oh, then he committed suicide actually as well because I have that.
Oh,
act.
come on,
Have the hack. What?
He didn't attack the barrier yet, so you're still good. The advanced unit is going to. They're honestly sick of dealing with Adalon, so they're gonna try and kill him. Just crush him.
I'm kidding.
Finally.
I mean.
Wow. That's the
he has
opposite.
solar wings. Can't he just fly? Well, I guess they're probably.
Remember, okay, so to give you guys some context, again, most of your things don't have much power unless Edena, touch them and put some power into them, which would be used after a little while, or unless your power pack also acts as Edena's sort of infinite power ability. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're still wearing the power pack from the unicorn.
It never was.
I thought you had hooked that up to your back at some point.
I think there was a
You
great
hooked
misunderstanding. I
He
never
hooked the
did that.
battery up to his pack.
That thing is huge, as I remember.
No, it's like about a backpack
I
size.
think we all said that's a good idea. You should do it. But then he was like, no.
I thought
Oh,
I thought
okay.
put
Never
the
mind
battery
then.
on there instead, though. Didn't you use the
Yeah.
battery?
I have a battery as a power pack, but it is not the power cell that we got from the unicorn.
Okay, I had thought that was the case. Well, still you can use yours to power other things, but it just won't be to the same effect. But okay, the advanced unit actually crushes Adalon and throws him to the side.
Oh.
Well, I haven't rolled damage yet, but he rolled a natural 10, and Adalon is at the grips of something that will bypass all their armor.
One,
So
that's all he
6, 4,
rolls.
10, 12, 14 times 2, 24.
I thought Adalon was good now since Edena reversed her turn. Reversed that one turn when he had gloves.
Oh, thank you. The advanced. So you guys know the advanced Robo Police unit to be 12 feet tall, heavily armored, has a lot of different weapons available to them, is just focused on Adalon, like trying to crush his face, and Adalon's just like laughing, spitting bloody mucus onto the form of the advanced unit, but still has some life, some vitality, a little bit, not much at all.
Good job, Adalon. He
left
needs
in
some
them.
help. Yeah.
And next up is sniper. Okay, so
Sniper.
Not looking too hot.
Netra, you're the only one who's in the sniper's way. So
I'm behind a wall.
yeah,
Doesn't know I'm
the
there.
wall will take away some of the damage. We'll see. Actually, wrong dice. So, yeah,
What is this,
definitely hits.
Eraser?
So 3. Dang, that sucks. Ooh, 9, 11.
Take a Sharpie and like write on that thing.
15 and 1. So you take 16 total. Well, minus the last roll, which was a 1. So you take 16 points of damage against your armor, minus whatever your armor is, and then add the rest to your full damage. And yeah, that entire section of the wall is blown apart as you sail forth. Next up is Commando's gonna, let's see what they have available to them. They're gonna put their assault rifle away and pull out their shotgun as they're
Simon
going.
says stop.
Simon says, actually, as they release the rounds of their shotgun, we'll see what they roll.
Edena,
To
Simon
hit
says stop.
you.
Come on, Simon says, do it, do it.
Maybe you can work as like the shield, like she grabs it and the shield sucks in the bullets, and then she says, "Simon says stop," and then the bullet like slings back at them.
I don't have to dodge bullets anymore. Put my hand like Neo.
20 points of damage,
Oh, wow,
reduced
that's-
reduced by half and sent back as the barrier in front of you being generated by the drone. As the bullets impact it, oh, remember the 10 points generated by the drone. On top of that, the hexagons form into the shape of a car, a vehicle, and they sort of, this energy field from the shield slams forward and delivers all of the damage back to the commando.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, and the force sends them flying back into the stairs when they stand back on their feet. But thanks to your command, the much of the force was sent back towards the commando. The drone is up, and you have control of the drone. Metro.
If I can just somehow turn on like a follow thing, so it's like always in front of Edena and Estrella.
Okay.
It just follows them.
Okay.
And I can't tell Edena what to do.
Okay.
Has she used everything?
Huh?
Has she used everything this turn, or I guess she has. The shield thing, and then what was the second thing she did actually?
I don't know, I figured that would just take up both our turns.
Yeah. So that's good for the drone. The drone will continue its field of shielding.
Yeah, can it change into a dome so that they're covered on all sides?
They're currently covered on all sides.
Oh.
The
It's like a
dome
bubble.
turned into, so the dome, as it was impacted by the shotgun shells of the pardon me, the commando unit, it sort of like flared and shaped into this car that was very reminiscent of the
Bastion?
the toy that she
Oh,
has,
the toy car.
that sort of rammed forward and sent, I would actually say, both the duelist and the commando back. Not like that's super effective because both of them can just run back to where they were, but it looked cool.
Can I give her one more command? Edena?
She has one more command currently, and all of your turns are up right now.
Can I say, Edena! Red Rover, send Edena right over! And I'm like, so like she knows to like run through their defenses. Just like as fast as she can. With Estrella.
Where's she going?
I don't know. Out of that alleyway, because that doesn't seem like a good spot.
Well, I mean,
Maybe up the stairs.
the one guy's on the stairs and the other two guys are in the only
Maybe
opening.
the shield will like blast them out of the way.
So your command is to get her out of her current situation.
And she has that like force shield thing going on. And usually with Red Rover, you run as fast as you can and try to break through their defenses. Break their arms.
They do have a shotgun and a sword.
I have 3 people in her line of direction where she's gonna be
Roll
going.
2d6. You feel a small, firm hand grab yours, Estrella, and pull you forward as you see Edena's small form rush forward. The drone right overhead, almost connected to her from up top.
Are we going up the stairs?
I got 8.
Where are we going?
8? Okay, so both the commando and the duelist take 8 points of damage, bludgeoning damage. I actually don't think that matters. But this force field of momentum and force and energy and pressure pushes forward as Edena grabs your hand, Estrella, and pulls you forward. The entire building in front of you and all the stairs is just demolished. As you guys
Yeah, what now?
make it through.
She's super strong. What the
As she just yells and rushes forward. As you guys make it to the other side, this net runner is still dead. She's pulverized.
All right, I have to have Edena do that every time then. Like, just run, Edena, run. That's it.
And Vitalith is up, but he's out. He's still taking his smoking break.
I think I may have broke the camera. I'm sorry.
You broke it. What do you mean?
It doesn't seem responsive anymore.
No,
not?
it's showing.
But is it
It's not
frozen?
on.
The map.
Wait.
The map. Camera.
Camera's not on. Yeah, it's off.
No!
Wow. Well, we have 6 minutes anyway, so let's see what we can do in 6 minutes.
You can't just hit the power button back on, or is it?
Oh, that's the power.
Is it, or is it?
I don't know.
Like,
Here,
how do you turn the camera back?
No,
on?
Arn, you're exactly right. Most physical or up close damage in the Cyberpunk rule system ignores armor entirely. So, Keen.
I don't know how to turn the thing back on. It's not coming back on. So.
Okay, well, they've got a good general view of it anyway. Deactivate and activate. Well, now it's black. Is it black?
I can't. Is this the power button, or what is?
I don't know.
Oh,
what that
maybe.
is.
Hopefully,
That's the
press
call
it.
button. I
Nothing's
think that's
working
the
so
call
far.
button.
So,
I think that camera specifically has a very finicky USB.
son of a biscuit.
You want to jiggle it, take it out, plug it back in.
It's been jiggled.
Hey,
It's been jiggled?
Yeah.
I spent a very moderate amount of minutes on drawing this whole thing, so it's up to me on
It's
what I
one of
destroy.
your best maps yet, to be honest. You got 3D shapes. You got
Oh, never mind.
It was almost back on.
Finally, Adalon sort of grabs the fingers crossed around his head and upper torso. He grabs the fingers, spins his body up and around, so he orients himself on top of the hand and sort of like pulls himself out, and grabs a grenade out of his pack, chucks it into the sort of like shoulder plating of this advanced unit and jumps off, since he's finally free.
Acrobatic little fool.
And they will take 1, 6, 7, 11, 5 is 16, 17. Wow, that really sucks. Is that a 1 also? 18. 1, 2, 6. Yeah, 18 points of damage on the advanced unit. Total damage as the sort of like right arm with the flamethrower just gets completely detached. Next up is Netra, then Estrella, then
Far,
Tink. And remember, you can combine your turns.
how far is the distance that the drone can hack? Is it 40 feet?
The drone, just like you, has to be within 6 meters.
Oh, okay. Can I see on this terminal whether the drone strikes or the missile strikes were triggered from here? Or like
You can tell that you can even see the ammo reading of the advanced unit. They came from the advanced unit.
Do I have access to that?
It has 3. No, you don't have direct access to it. You can try and hack the advanced unit. You know exactly where it is, and you have access to hack it, but you don't have just automatic. You don't have the automatic ability to hack it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hack it.
Okay, go ahead and make a. With you in control of the drone, that means that its dampening field is non-consequential, so that doesn't take effect. So yeah, just go ahead and roll a straight interface check.
It's a 27.
Okay, yeah. So you can literally port your senses into the advanced unit now and control it.
I would like to signal a missile fire onto the sniper's position.
Okay, you
Send a
just
missile
hear
right over there.
as it's like slowly turning its body around and orienting towards the sniper, and you sort of like you see the comments section between the entire group of the sniper, who's actually been extremely talkative to all of their teammates so far. Go like, hey, what are you doing, buddy? Like, hey, what's no, the enemy's that way. No, stop it. What do you do? Stop. Do. 14 points of damage on the sniper. As you just see like this this hail of missiles descend from the sky from the hail that the advanced unit opened up on, and they just litter the sniper. Smoke is sort of billowing out from the sniper's position. It's unclear what their status is, but you'll find out on their turn. So that I would say is your action. You have a bonus action and movement if you want. If you move away from this terminal, you can only move 6 meters before your connection is severed, unless you want to use your ghost.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. That's it.
Yes.
Estrella, you're up.
No, wait. Sorry. I forgot. I wanted to activate one buddy bot.
Okay. Which one and how and in what capacity?
Which one? I thought I only had one.
I thought you got
I got two
Monk,
cloctopuses.
MCMD,
Yeah.
and the Cloctopuses.
Yeah, I just want the MCMD.
The Repair Monkey?
Well, I wrote down that
Monkey
it
see,
has
monkey do.
advantage on tech checks and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, so you've just got this monkey that's like watching your every move. Who's like, whoo, ah! Whoa!
I deactivate the noise part of that. No.
Roll a
I don't
tech
want
plus
a-
basic
I don't
tech.
want a monkey in my ear.
And if you get low enough, it'll
What'd
be
you
the
say,
She,
just a
opposite.
regular
in real
tech
life, hates
check?
monkeys.
Tech plus basic tech plus 1d10.
I hate monkeys. A natural one.
It
Of
just
course.
it just like starts
Oh
to
my
like put its
God.
fingers in your mouth and starts like wiggling
What?
around as it like jumps in front of
No.
you and is like hanging
some
off
oil
of
on
your
its hand.
jaw. Just swings back up and like aggressively messes with your hair as it's like pointing at a certain thing that you're missing down at the controls, like whoo, wah! And it starts like pressing different buttons. Some of the monitors go off and they flare
Oh
back
my-
on,
This is
and
my
they like say
worst
some
nightmare.
certain like porn sites.
I fucking hate monkeys.
Yeah.
What I tell you,
It's,
I
Never
should
hate
never
anything.
say hate because it always comes back to bite you.
that's a good life lesson.
You've learned a
good
valuable
indeed.
lesson today. People.
Karma.
Yeah, now now you just have to make these noises over and over.
It's only hey, it's a detriment to the audience potentially.
I hate winning the lottery.
I hate winning the
Well, that
lottery.
actually won't come true though.
I hate it.
Because it knows you're lying.
I hate money. Let's go get one right after this. Scratch tickets. Hate those things.
That's such an Arn response. It's clever.
Okay, so Estrella, you're up.
Turn that right around.
I guess since we're headed towards the leopard's lair, I'm gonna, I guess, start taking Edena there, I guess, and like, I guess go right here. And how far can I make it to the leopard's lair?
With it, Edena doesn't count as any deterrence for movement for you. So because she's levitating, you just grab her and she fully goes along. So whatever your movement is.
I don't see movement on here.
Wow. Roll dex type skills. F it, we'll just assume 30. We're going D&D here.
I'm straight up picturing like female Morty
25, 30.
from that episode where he's like
I'm gonna
possessed.
flip around, take the caster gun with the node, and I'm gonna just wrap
Which
this guy.
nodes?
The horizon nodes. I only got horizon nodes, so.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
shoot it at this guy to wrap him up. Try to wrap him up, I guess.
So remember, you can fire 3 nodes at once.
I'm just gonna fire the one.
Okay. This is a huge unit.
I'm gonna add 5 points of luck.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Reflex plus marksman plus 1d10. Or I'm sorry, either reflex plus tech or whatever you did last time.
Attack with marksmanship.
Heck yeah, sick. This is the leopard's lair. You see this over here. These are the stairs that go down. Speakeasy.
21.
21. Okay. Natural 1. So just taking it back. The node connects directly to the metal on their back, and you just see this spew of thread just wrap around them as the last 2 portions of the node connect them to the ground and stabilize them. Both of their arms are viced in.
So you got him, Adalon. Come on.
Okay. Next up is Tink.
I'm basically gonna do the same thing that I did last time, except I'm gonna throw. You know that I threw 2 grenades last time.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay. I'm just gonna add another grenade back into my inventory, but
I can just add another grenade damage to both of them. It was 3d6 last time, so you just have to be afforded another 3d6, and then everybody else would be another 2d6 and another 1d6.
Well, yeah, I'd like to have 2 grenades. I'll pull the pins. I'll keep that 1 grenade.
Do you like take the time to like open up the circles, like the keychain circles that have the wrapped, like you have to use it like a horrible amount of like fingernail to like get under there and try and get the key out from the circle. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
What? You mean the pull
No,
pin?
I'll just
Oh, the pull pins.
I'll put my fingers in them and pull.
Okay, fine.
I'll use my
Make
teeth
it
if
easy.
it's
No, it's
Pull
fine.
your teeth
Matic.
out, just like pull your teeth out in real life.
I like that. I'll have this crazy look in my eye, like yes, and then I'll take the grenades to my face and then bite them out, and then with the crazy smile, I'll chuck the grenades down.
These are your improvised explosive
No,
devices?
these are the grenades. I bought 10,
Add your dentures
and I
with
should
it.
have.
Oh, wait,
9
Should have.
left.
No. Well, if we can retcon the damage from the other one.
No, the
So
damage
these-
from the other one's accurate for...
For 2 grenades?
No, it wasn't even accurate for 1 grenade. I thought you were using your improvised explosive device. So it would have been more, to be perfectly
Can these
honest.
pack a real big punch then?
Let me see if I can't find them really quickly.
I felt something good about these. You know, these
So,
grenades they feel just the way they should.
The closest thing that they have is a C9 explosive pack, which is 8d10. So what I will say is this is going to be an 8d6.
Whoa.
Like a fireball.
Let's do
Wait,
it.
you got 10 of them? No, fuck, I can't allow that. 66.
Fine.
But you're
Let's
doing
go.
2 at the same time, so
12.
so 12d6.
Like one grenade's level 1 fireball.
Yeah.
That's
I will allow you 7 nuclear devices, but that is it.
No more.
I don't want you to be too overpowered now.
I'm just
I allowed you 10 grenades.
gonna do this. Whoops. Let me roll that one.
Perfect.
Okay. I'll use this one then.
Take it
If you
in
get
and
above 40, they both
body slam her
die.
down the stairs.
The commando and the duelist.
My body slam Edena down the stairs to the level 0.
No.
Your body
30
slamming Edena?
30.
It's like,
Oh, 36.
36. Okay, so the
crack
commando
grenades? Wow.
disappears in flame.
Yeah.
The commando just
40k?
as the first one detonates, he's like, "Oh!"
Wait. Ken, for extra flair, I don't care about the damage. I'm gonna stand outside
No!
and watch it happen.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take half of the total amount of damage.
Okay.
Okay, so how it was 40. Sorry,
18.
it was 36.
There's 36 total. So
36 total. Okay, so you take 18 points of damage. You should
Okay.
take, and that does consider your armor as well.
I
but
believe I can't die right now
make a strength check.
because that bullet came out of my body.
I guess that's true. He doesn't know why that happened.
By the way, there are limitations on Edena, so I would not consider yourself immortal, however entertaining that would be for me to see.
He's never seen this ever happen before. This is some end game shit right now. Sorry. Take off half damage. What was the other thing you said?
Roll a strength, a dex plus athletics.
Okay. That makes sense. Uh, 23. I'm hyped up right now on reflex too.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so the commando just disappears in this double detonation of white, vibrant light and fire. The commander just is like, the first words you hear is "oh fast!" just destroys, and the white light cascades towards you blindingly fast as you're just like, "Ah, yes!" screaming. Netra sees you from the crack of the opening in the doorway of just this like, almost like imagine a nuclear impact that doesn't make it into the building that you're in, Netra. Like the wall goes, dust sort of trickles, and you see Tink just get disappeared in a blinding white light. And as the light fades, he's there, standing where he was before, only jet black in soot.
My
And
God.
his eyes are open and his teeth are white still as his arms are just in the air like, yes! The duelist is thrown back and slammed into the wall and slumped down onto the ground. You hear them take a deep breath as they grip their blade reverse, and they, through their own sort of soot-covered body, open their eyes and direct them straight towards you, Tink. But the commando is dead, and the duelist is like, as he looks at you, sort of goes, and just like blood splatters all over their torso and legs and everything. They're not doing good at all, the duelist. But you did good here, champ. You also took an F load of damage. So It's their turn next. The commando's dead. The assassin is up. Their movement speed is halved because they're getting up. So
We're missing so many dice.
15. They're just going to throw their sword at you. They're going to sort of like arc their arm behind their back and overarm, just throw it in your direction.
This is exactly
Definitely hits.
how I want to die.
You take
Railgun sword.
you take 2, 6, 12,
That's a lot of dice for one sword.
14.
Yeah,
It's
he
666.
does 20 damage every
Christ.
time almost.
For being a goddamn idiot.
14, 19. You take 21 points
Yeah,
of damage.
20 every time. Like, this sword murders.
It's also an electric. It's an electrified big
That.
it's a big sword.
A glaver.
Throws it from his position as he coughs blood, even more blood, onto the ground. Like as he flexes his
Wait,
cyber limbs.
you
like
said 27
oil.
points of damage?
22.
Oh.
Sorry, wait. 20. I think 21 points of damage.
And that bypasses my armor?
No. Oh.
It's melee.
It's melee. It bypasses your armor.
Oh, what you say?
That's why I said
Wait,
he does a fuck ton of damage because he murdered me every time.
But it's a projectile, so it's. I would. This is such. This is where the rules like break down for me for Cyberpunk. I would say since it's a projectile, it would consider your armor. Because it's not up close and just like physically slicing through, it is sailing through the air. So you can use your armor to mitigate the total amount of damage.
I'll do that.
So that's them. The advanced unit is bound, so they're going to roll. Even with a 4, they break the bindings.
Adalon didn't do anything that whole time.
Adalon's turn isn't up yet. You guys are all going together. It turns around to you all. It's only got a bonus action, so it sees that you. It sees the sort of. Actually, you don't know what it sees. You just
Adalon?
start to see the seams in between its parts highlight. You start to hear the winding of an engine, this like as light streams start to emanate from between its joints, as it almost seems like there's this contained energy that's trying to release itself.
Can I dive into the hole with Edena?
When it gets to your turn,
seems like this
yes,
is the
when it gets to
ministry-
your turn.
This is the same as the ministry
Of
guy, where he
course.
just starts to light up and blows up.
Now it's between. You're in front of Edena, so now it's between Netra and Estrella. Whoops. Netra, I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
Let's see if they hit. Yeah, they got a natural 9. Okay, so Netra, you are going to take 1, 2. Actually, no. You are going to take only 8 points of damage. So consider your armor. However, all of your. You are hit instead of with a bullet that pierces through your defenses like it did last time. You are hit with this physical dense object that snaps onto your armor with this thick thud, and it discharges this electrical pulse in you, and all of your connections are severed. Your connection to the drone is severed. Your connection to the advanced unit is severed. You are not hacking anything right now. Any of your other senses are taken away from you while this is attached.
While it's attached.
While it's attached, yes.
So I can pull it off.
The drone is up, and it is going to reinvigorate its dampening field and provide a barrier for the advanced unit. Now, Adalon is up. Nice.
Epic song on his turn. It better be good.
Yeah, Adalon takes 2 daggers out from his from his sides.
Stabs himself in the chest.
Just lifts himself into the air and rips his own heart out. No,
Get ready for the fourth impact.
he sprints forward, and slides underneath both of the legs, the heavily armored joints of the advanced unit, and you just hear this swing, swing, and this.
Did he make those noises?
As he slides past, yeah, his mouth clearly makes these noises. Swing, swang, and then the advanced unit just crushes him before he makes it onto the other side. Just kidding. Both of the kneecaps explode out from under the advanced unit as they go down onto the bypass the energy field of the drone now protecting them, and says, "Get Edena into the basement now!" And Netra, you're up, and Estrella and Tink.
How long would it take to get this thing off?
It would take a full round depending on how your dexterity plus athletics check. Or you could try and hack into it and just deactivate it, which may be easier, which would be an interface check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Then you still have a bonus action and movement. Yeah, you easily connect to. Actually, you can't connect. I'm sorry, it'd have to be a tech plus basic tech. You'd have to literally like open up its components because your hacking ability is not available to you right now.
25.
Then yeah, you very quickly just it sort of sparks, falls off of you. Your power comes back to your headset, and you are Netra once more.
Good. Is that my full action?
That's your full action. You still have bonus action and.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell Edena to dive down the stairs. Get to the basement as fast as you can.
Okay, she Edena looks at you, Estrella, and grabs your hand and looks down towards the basement.
We'll go. But I'm gonna do a perception check on the sniper before we go real fast. Just like, is he alive? Is he dead?
It is now your turn, so.
Yeah, I guess can I have bonus action, just perception check on the sniper to see
Yeah,
if he's
go for it.
alive, like see if he's still a threat. Yeah. 16.
You see, as the smoke starts to dissipate, a rifle slam back down on the roof
And
side.
Yeah, I like.
Thank you. Parapet.
I don't know if I have.
On the
Guess I'm just
on
gonna
the
take my,
looks at the chat. On the come on.
I guess I'm just going to take the heavy pistol out and just. I guess can I message everybody like sniper's still up as I take a few shots and just dive into the basement with
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack with a pistol.
It's gonna be at disadvantage, I think. So I'm just gonna just to like get his head down, like, oh shit, get your rifle out.
You'd have to beat a 20.
All right, we'll see. What is this, marksmanship?
Yeah. No, as she's grabbing your hand, it's at an advantage as you're going down the steps.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's almost like your vision. What's it called? Enhance.
No.
Yeah.
That's at 24 right now.
Already hits. And a 9.
27.
Yeah, so 24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 46. That is 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, your vision follows the bullet as it passes through their brain matter, through the cybernetic components that are connected to their brain matter, and out the other side as you see their vision just slam onto the ground. Now now this is really accurate.
They call Max Tack. Boom.
As you both get down to the bottom, Tink, you are the last one.
I'm gonna pull the sword out of me and run to the edge of the staircase and jump at this guy that just threw a sword at me. And I'm gonna jump in the air and throw my body and this sword at him. And it's, in my mind, it's really cool. We'll see how the dice decides it will actually look.
So it's like you're running, you're taking the sword out of your body, and you're throwing it back as
No,
you're
not
jumping
throwing
on
it.
the
I'm running to the, like, basically to the first step on the top and leaping at this guy. with the
Okay,
sword.
go ahead and roll for it.
This might be like, what was that dragon movie? Where the guy,
Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire.
With Matthew McConaughey or whatever. Yeah.
Natural 10.
So I just want you to know that they rolled a natural 1. Their fate is in your hands.
Yeah, I'd like to basically land plunging down into him and like rip out, and I would like to be covered in his blood, and I'd also like to rename myself Tank now.
Okay, perfect. As you're you are pulling your body closer to the duelist, the most confident, honestly scary, damaging person yet in this encounter. They see you, and a smile creeps across their face as they lean down, and their arm goes to grab a blade that isn't there, and you just see their head turn down to look at both of their hands that are both empty, and he goes, as you just come down and hack, bisecting past their neck into their clavicle, into their sternum, into their stomach, as they're just like still trying to grab at the blade that isn't there. And you're lifting it up as well?
Yeah, you know, like a slice out to get an anime.
As you pivot your hips, face the opposite direction from your enemy, and just yank it out, up and out, you create this V down from one side of the clavicle, up from the other, and their entire head is just sailing in the air.
I request an anime blood splat against the opposite wall.
It's against both opposite walls as it's a V. Just as their entire torso is just spewing out oil and blood in equal measure. And their fist just slowly curls with the last energy left into a middle finger as their body falls to the ground. And
to wear his hair as a hat.
Oh God!
Wait, what'd you say?
Like on Norseman?
Einer's supposed to wear his hair as a hat.
Oh no! He doesn't have any hair. He's bald. He's wearing his scalp.
You have a shower cap now, yeah.
Like
That was so
a
awful
little
in
beret
Norseman.
type.
A good shower cap. Yeah.
Yeah, scalp.
So with this, I will say there's one hyper damaged advanced unit on the ground being protected by a non-offensive drone You all can tell me how you want to deal with this as you rush towards the leopard's lair.
I'm gonna pop my head up and go grab the sniper rifle. Actually,
It just hold on here. Let me just see how this goes. Yeah, the from the bullet that you shot, the sniper rifle just like fumbles out of their hand and lands over there. Like
oh, I was gonna have to search for it. But okay, I'll just pick it up, check it out, and then I guess if I can shoot him, I'll shoot him. If I can't, I won't.
Yeah, so you guys all have one turn to collectively do what you want to this advanced unit that's sputtering and sparking on the ground with a drone hovering over it, still providing a layer of armor and barrier that is mostly ineffective at this
I
time.
got it. I got it.
Snipe the drone.
Can I plant the
Oh, you want to keep the drone?
the
I'll
ID
shoot
there?
it.
Yeah.
And then we, those of us who are still, basically haven't run to the leopard place yet.
You can read it right here. It says Leopard's Lair. You can
Leopard's-
read the
right,
words
sorry.
on the map.
I
The words that are spelled out Leopard's Lair right there.
so
The
as
leopard
we're
place?
walking away, and I'm
The
like,
l-
oh, the leopard's lair. Trigger the ID to go off. Badass explosion behind us.
Okay, Adalon's like, wait, hold on! And he's like,
I'm
he
still
catches
over
up. Yeah.
Come on, Adalon.
As he does this, like, sort of, what is it, like, baseball slide to the ends. No, that's not the right.
Home base.
Home base. Slide the home base, and then you click the button, and then you're like, wait, no! And you hear Netra, like, slide as well, like, through the flames.
Well, I was saying everybody who's not already at the leopard's lair, is walking towards the leopard's lair.
Is this guy
As
dead?
you all look towards each other, and you're like, wait, hold on, slow down. Oh no, you go a little bit faster. Hold on, shoulder to shoulder, as the camera angle shows 5 individuals, shoulder to shoulder, walking slowly away from a.
Did I get my drone? I wanted to reprogram it so it's back to us.
Okay, roll damage, roll 66, and then roll your interface check. If it gets above his damage, you can have the drone.
But I said it before he finished.
I'll use all
his
the worst
sentence.
dice according to you.
Good.
Okay.
Arn, I am so lucky I'm not playing you in this campaign because you would just have this giant army
No!
of machines and you
I
would have
can
programmed them to
Mhm.
literally accomplish anything you desired, I imagine. Einar, I put the leopards in there for her to steal and it never happened.
But
She
I'm
can
about
steal 'em
to
now.
have
Calm
them.
yourself. I also rolled a 23.
Netra just like
Get both.
rides the drone
Yes!
sparking
Yes!
out
Can
of
I
the
jump
damage.
out of that window on the third
Grab
floor?
it, connect to it, and just sail out of the explosion. Feeling this force push you out as you're almost like a kite, a hang glider, sailing with the drone.
Can I
Did
do
you-
a sick roll on the ground and then like my hair's like flowing?
Yes. Yeah, sure. You roll on the ground,
like
3-point
dust.
landing, hand behind you, one on the ground, and then the drone just like mildly donks you in the head a little bit
I don't even
as it's
mind.
reorienting
That's
itself.
Can you put violent
And-
systems in there instead of what he's in? Because he's looking not too hot right now.
fine.
Actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on this.
Vitalith's just like, who the fuck is this?
Your new body.
And that's where we'll
Upgrade.
that's where we'll pick up next time.
Vitalith just kills all of us.
Oh, really?
Out of
Poison,
jealousy?
poison.
Yes.
Hmm. All the
Um,
wrong holes.
And that's where we'll pick up next time in the Leopard's Lair
All the
on
broken legs.
Assassins and Punks. Sasapunks.
Assassins and punks.
On Assassins
One of
and
our
Punks.
names.
And bollocks. Aw, LARP Kiwi.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping I can do.
That's
During this
actually
off
literally
time.
how it's supposed to work, but I offer a lot of liberties during combat apparently. But yes, that is really supposed to be how it's supposed to happen, where you're supposed to spend time with the technology that you want to master to be able to control better. But we're also getting sort of close to the finale. We are working our way towards the ending of the campaign, so I want my players to be pretty empowered at this point in the game. Contrary to them almost dying in a...
We almost die every single session.
I was reborn.
I do die every
I
session.
was
We were
reborn.
literally all reborn
I am
this
invincible
session.
right now. I'm on drugs.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm battle tank.
It's
How'd
funny
you
that
know it?
the child that you travel with is now your like pipe that you share amongst each other.
Smoking pipe? Gee, drugs?
Yeah, she's drugs.
Mm.
She's drugs.
Pass the
These are
Edena,
bombs.
man.
Pass the Edena,
Your
bruh.
name is drugs. Sorry. We're legally changing it to drugs.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for spending your valuable Thursday evening with us. We will catch you guys next week. We will announce the giveaway. Actually, I'm just spoiler alert. It's a samurai bandana. So if you like rocking that hip
Tunes.
stuff, covering your mouth, depending on where you're,
It's preem.
how effective you think that is,
I don't think that
Supreme.
bandana is.
double it up maybe. Do an actual face mask and
Yeah.
and then the bandana.
there you
Nobody
go.
will ever know.
You look like a gunk.
Yeah, a gonk. It'll look super preem on top, gonk underneath. You know what I mean? You guys haven't played
You
Cyberpunk,
lost
you
me.
noobs.
Oh,
As always, until fate next brings us together, and never stop playing role-playing games.
Unless stuff happens or it's inauguration day and you
No.
have to